What's up, Giants fans, Hub watchers, YouTube subscribers, Twitter and Instagram followers? It's Kush back at it again with another episode of the Just Chillin' podcast, live mock draft episode. It feels like a while since I've done one on this channel. Like I've been on Diggy's channel, done one on his. I've done one with the Young Guns, but for Just Chillin', I can't remember the last time I did a mock draft live. But shout out to the guests in here. We got Big Pat Sports Talk and Nate from Nate Talks Giants. What's up, y'all? How you doing?
What's going on? What's going on, man? Had to tune into the hub real quick.
Both of their links are down below. By the way, go ahead and check them out. Nate is still sending his stuff out. I'm not sure what's happening over there, but we see Saquon Barkley instead of the Giants logo. I kind of prefer the old Giants logo that he used to have.
I'm here, I promise. You're getting for once a low key Nate tonight. I'm pretty dead tired.
Low key, I am too. I don't know, Pat. What's your energy level at?
I'm actually pretty good, man. I just stopped door dashing to come do the show real fast.
Oh, man.
Head back out.
Her, you DoorDash? I have a friend that does it. I used to do Postmates.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to everybody in here. We got Big Blue in the Bronx, Jaden the Champ, Edward Chan, David A.V., Tracy Stang, Duran Osman, Joseph Balby, Bryson Sports Talk, Mike Nixon, Noah Rivera. Oh, I'm hearing that echo again.
Yeah, I'm hearing it too.
There you go. It was me.
I bet Eric Siegel, Logan's Giants Zone, Marjorie Simmons. What's up, Marjorie? How you doing? Everything good tonight, man?
There's a fellow Nathan in the chat asking,
and a Nathan Poland along with AP.
Right he's asking when my hate on Trey Smith is gonna end.
You hate Trey Smith or something?
Considering Trey Smith isn't a prospect in this class that I'm even gonna look at, the odds are it's not going to. So
you don't like him? What's up with that?
All right, well, it's not that I don't like him. It's that people are talking about him like he's a late first, early second rounder. I don't see it there.
I don't see it either. But if we can have him in the third round,
I feel like
I would gladly take him.
Third round, sure.
I feel like the reason people talk about him like he's a second round guy, and I could be wrong about this, is because they probably feel like there's not going to be much guys available in the second, so like they're going to him, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
I mean, the thing about it is, what I feel teams are going to end up doing this year, if they desperately need guard help, is they're going to take one of the many offensive tackles that are really good at the top end of this draft and shuffle their lines around. Most guys, even if you take a tackle that isn't so great on a transfer to guard, like a guy like Eichenberg, who's pretty solidly a tackle, most teams have a swing player on their line that they can move inside and solidify another position. So I think in terms of the guard depth, yeah, outside of Wyatt Davis, who for some reason is in the second round, I don't know why.
I think he sneaks back into the first.
I
think he sneaks back into the first. One of those lower round teams like the Saints or maybe the Buccaneers.
I was about to say, don't rule out the Steelers.
Yeah, for the second round, guards are pretty light. Not a whole lot there. So if someone does like have that value mark they expect to hit for a guard in the second round, it's probably going to be taking a tackle and shuffling stuff around from there.
Mm-hmm. I like Creed Humphrey to the Steelers.
So do I. That's really good. And
the Steelers actually just need, in my opinion, just wherever they could get help on the line, they need it.
Marquise Pouncey is gone. They need Creed Humphrey.
He retired. Yeah, he retired. Yeah, I'd say that would be the top one, but I'm not completely confident in really any other player on their line right now unless they have a major bounce back year. Let's see here. Shout out to everybody in here, by the way. I saw Joey Yaddle popping in. He's been fishing for a while, just relaxing, enjoying life. What up, Joel? How you doing, man?
Smart man.
I mean, yeah, he's taking it a little bit. Ligma in here saying Greg Rousseau to New York.
Stop.
I really don't even know when you're trolling and when you're not trolling anymore,
like
Ligma.
That. Don't hurt me like that. Stop it.
Yeah.
How would you react?
Someone made an article today.
Greg Rousseau.
So someone that works for Draft Network wrote them an article about Greg Rousseau being their number one edge and how he couldn't believe he'd fallen out of the first round for a lot of people.
For the Draft Network?
Yeah, I'll find it. But the things he wrote in that article, just listen. Sometimes we all need to be reminded every now and then that just because someone is really smart and knows a lot about something doesn't mean they can't be occasionally wrong. because this person, and I'm sure they're incredibly smart, they work for Draft Network, I'm sure they know more about football than I do, is one of the people who bought into the stats of Gregory Rousseau and bought into that narrative, which is, oh, he had so much great production, he must be good. And when he showed clips and he showed like different plays, none of it was very impressive. So, for instance, one of the biggest highlights he showed was on a 3-player stunt that he won on against a slow guard. And that's just, how are you going to point to that and say, hey, look, it's the best edge in the draft? I don't get it.
My whole thing has always been how he's an edge that got all his sacks on the inside.
Okay, let's do a hypothetical. Say if we do take Rousseau.
I don't like the start of this.
Say if we do take Rousseau.
No.
We got him. I don't want him either, but we got him.
At 11?
Yeah.
Ew.
Big Blue, Alex, Diggy's popping in at around 9-ish.
What do you think his role? Do you think he can flourish with the way our defense is set up with Patrick Graham? Do you believe he can actually flourish in our system? Because I think he's a system player. I think if he goes to a team that has a dominant defensive end, that's actually pretty dominant. Leonard Williams is pretty much on that level with a dominant defensive tackle who takes 2 bodies every time. We got that in Shelton or Dexter Lawrence. How do you think he would do on rush plays at that second defensive end spot? Not an edge, not the outside linebacker, but the inside defensive end. The 3
you're
technique.
Talking 3-4 tech?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, first off, that's where I think they're gonna have to play him, because like Gregory Rousseau is such a difficult mismatch of traits in the sense that he's long and thin for a defensive lineman. So your immediate thought is he should be in the 5 tech on the outside, but he also just does not have the bend or the speed to get around the edge and beat tackles with speed, which immediately makes it real hard to play in there.
Shout out to Diggy in here, another big Greg Rousseau fan.
Are we hating on Rousseau right now?
Yeah.
I just popped in while we hating on Rousseau.
If we did, for some unknown, ungodly reason, draft him, much less at 11, first off, I don't think he'd be that great, just because I don't think he's a good prospect. Is there a possibility Patrick Graham finds something in him and uses that something? Absolutely. But I doubt it. I don't see a future for him.
Shout out to Max Webster for the $2 donation. Thank you, man. He says, sup, y'all. Hub check Twitter DM. I've been checked my Twitter DM, bro. There ain't no messages there, my guy.
Ligma, you shut your mouth, Ligma. You shut your mouth.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Nate. I think he can actually do pretty doggone good. I actually think he can do pretty doggone good in that 3 technique.
Well, I'll ask you your own question with the Giants, though.
Yeah, with the Giants, I think he would be good with the Giants. I think he'd be good with the Ravens.
So then
he would be good with the Rams.
First question: whose spot is he taking on the Giants?
Huh?
Whose spot is he taking on the Giants?
That's the point. He's not taking anybody's spot. He's a rotational player his first year.
So we're drafting a rotational player at 11? That sucks.
Yeah, that's what I was like at 11.
I said a hypothetical. Say if they did draft him. I'm not saying I want to draft him. I said a hypothetical.
We're talking about Rousseau.
Best case scenario. Best case scenario, I think we could put him in on 3rd and longs because
I could see that.
His frame is so long that if you're a slow guard, he's going to get past you.
But that's
not. I want to know how. Can we analyze this for a second? How?
No, we can talk about that shit in a second. I want to respond to Pat.
It's about arm length, man.
No, I 100% get that. My problem is
in the trenches. It's not just strength. Y'all
I get that.
Strength. It's about leverage. Because if it was just strength, Aaron Donald wouldn't be Aaron Donald.
Thing is,
it's about leverage.
For me, when I see Greg Rousseau win on swing moves on the inside, first off, it's usually against guards that are just atrocious with their hand placement. As far as I saw, when he won on inside swim moves, usually it's because an offensive guard just completely misses with his punches. That's what I saw when I watched it. I'll go back and look again.
What up, Jay Wills?
He does have a decent swim move. I'm just concerned
George?
that at the end of the day, he's going to have to be able to win one-on-ones in the NFL.
Real quick, George, who are you saying to psych to? Were you saying it to Ligma when Ligma was like he's a mix of Mac and Donald?
Ligma's his own thing at this point.
Miles,
yeah.
No, wait. Top billing is someone who I actually like on YouTube. I like his film sessions. He compared him to Myles Garrett.
Oh,
I don't agree with that, but
no.
Top Billing is a great channel. If you haven't tuned
Yeah,
into
he's
this
a
channel,
I haven't
channel
heard
is
of him. I'll look him
great.
up. But Myles Garrett, in what
No,
way?
he's nowhere near a Myles Garrett. My
In what way?
comparison for Gregory Rousseau, if he reaches his top ceiling,
Calais
it's
Campbell.
Calais Campbell.
Yeah.
but do we want a Calais Campbell at 11? Like, do we need?
I don't
No.
think
The
we
question
do.
is, do we need a Calais Campbell at
The
11?
one thing I'll say about grabbing Rousseau, though, is a lot of people say he's raw. That is true, but is that always a negative? Because if he's very raw, it also means he's very coachable.
All right. So here's my thing on the whole raw. Now,
Wait, real quick. I want to say I disagree with that. Just because you're raw doesn't mean you're coachable. When you're raw,
Yeah,
it's
but
actually
You're basically coming in with a blank slate.
All right.
yeah, but
But
it's
I do
harder to
think that
coach you because
Rousseau
you need the
will
right
be
coach to
coachable.
tap into your potential. Otherwise, you're gonna be
Okay.
messed up for the rest of
Yeah.
your career.
So let's talk about this raw thing though, right? Raw is not a word I would use to describe Greg Rousseau. Unpolished, sure. Lacking in technique, sure. But when I think raw, I think of just raw traits that need to be taught and coached and utilized. And I think of Jason Oweh. That's raw. That's what raw is as an edge rusher. He has all the tools in the tool bag. He just needs some polish and some teaching and some reps. You know,
Well,
he's
this man
just
only
gotta
played
get
edge for 1
practice
year.
reps. When I look at Greg Rousseau, I just don't see the same traits. He has decent functional play strength that will not be the same against NFL offensive linemen. His best play strength came against some offensive. I remember there was one. I think it was Duke.
Thanks, Siegel.
I think it was Duke he was playing against, where I remember the announcer was going crazy over it. He beat just on a straight bull rush the right tackle, and the right tackle was before Greg Rousseau even got there. He
was off
already
balance.
had his ass over his ankles backwards. It was just wrong. Everything about that play just
and the
it hurt
announcer's
my soul.
reaction to it, it's like, are you watching what's happening? Like,
Right. And then, like, the other thing is people show these highlights and they're pretending that he's not just falling into them. Because very often that's what it is. The same article I was talking about before. There was a clip in there, I think against Florida State, where he had, like, he was on a stunt to the inside and he ended up in traffic up the gut. And he just he did keep churning his legs and going forward. But first off, it wasn't exactly a super impressive play. Second off, he wasn't the one that got to the quarterback. And it was
So, Nate,
still
let me
a
ask you
highlight
real
that
quick.
someone showed. Like,
Let me ask you real quick. Where do you rank Rousseau as far as this edge class is concerned?
he's not an edge.
I was about to say that. I don't even consider him an edge, bro. He's
I
an
mean, he
inside
is, though.
guy.
I consider
He's
him
not
an edge.
Max. When you
I'm
get
saying,
all
if
of
we
your
take
sacks
him,
and
he's not
pressures
an
from
edge.
the inside, you're not an
yeah,
edge.
Well, in terms of
Like all
just,
of his pass rushing ability is on the inside.
in terms of
You looked
just
at the tape,
straight,
Max?
like not where we'd play him, but just in general, I do think you have to consider him an edge, just in the generalness of the draft. For us, he would not be an edge, but like I'm gonna get heat for this. He's not even a top 10 edge on my board.
Shout out to Mike
Wow.
Nixon.
I'm
for
gonna get
$5
heat for that.
super chat.
Maybe I am just overhating on the dude.
Mike took it to the max. Mike says Rousseau is straight garbage, hot doo-doo. Since nobody wants to say it, he's a 5th round pick. I wouldn't go that far.
He's better than a 5th round pick.
I wouldn't go that
Yeah.
far.
He is not top 10 on my board though. I'm sorry.
All right, that's also. I also don't go that far. Let me actually. You know what? I'm gonna try and list out my edges right now, and I'll see where I
Exactly.
have Rousseau. Let me
First off,
try and do
Eric
that.
Siegel in the chat. I told him to look into Kirkland's, and he said he bought. I hope you didn't really buy 1,000 shares of Kirkland, because if that
Now
tanks,
I
then you can't
know.
blame that on me,
Help
man. You cannot blame that on me. But if you,
No, Ligma,
Oh,
stay,
yeah.
bro. I love you, bro. You chill, bro.
All right, but
So-
Coach, you want to give us this list?
Well, I'm gonna write it down. I need to write out my thoughts. You guys could go in the meantime.
That's exactly
I'll
what
just
I'm
go
doing.
like off the top of my head.
Here's my class here, man.
Sure.
I got Phillips at 1.
Yep.
I got Ojulari at 2.
Yep.
I got Kwity Paye at 3.
Yep.
Since they want to call everybody defensive outside linebackers edges. I got Joseph Asai at 4.
Yep.
I got Joe Tryon at 5.
That's a jump.
A little
That
high
little
for me,
dude-
but yeah.
The little dude from Notre Dame, I got him at 6. Depending on what you want to do with him.
The little dude from
Oh,
Notre
JOK?
Dame.
Yeah. Owusu.
He's not an
They
edge. man.
He's
They
not
got
an
him
edge.
listed-
He's not
They
an
got him
edge.
listed at an edge, man. I don't know why, but
Maybe
who's
he's
listing
Who's
him as
listing
an
him at the
edge?
edge?
he's listed as an outside linebacker.
Oh, not
that's
an edge,
That's
though.
not the
That's
same
different.
thing.
Yeah, no, that's different.
That's not the
Did
same
they play
thing.
a 3-4 or 4-3 at Notre
They
Dame?
played a 4-3.
Yeah,
I
he
thought
was
they
not
played a
ever
3-4.
coming off the edge ever.
They kind of played a hybrid though. Like
he was a
played a lot of
pure
slot.
coverage player.
Yeah, he played a lot of slot corner. He played safety.
Okay,
he
well,
played,
cancel him out. I thought they considered him an edge. Well, cancel him off. Good, because I don't like the guy.
Really, that's a hot take. A lot of these Eagles and Washington fans are very high on Jay.
I'll give my
please,
opinion on him
please
whenever I
take
get a
it.
chance.
Please take it.
But
Like
I'm
I had,
starting
I
to
had Philly
guard Kyle
500.
Rudolph.
I had
I'm
Philly
starting to
500 on the
believe
podcast
more
this
in
week.
him as I'm
I
looking.
got Boogie Basham at 6. Then I got
Sure.
Boogie Basham at 6.
Philly 500 on the podcast was very high on taking JOK if he's there.
I think that's a really good fit
If
for him,
he's
and I
there,
wouldn't want that to happen.
Who does he think's taking him ahead?
At 11.
I'm telling-
the only other pick he would want is Kyle Pitts, and
He's not making it.
that they're gonna have to move up to do that.
I
I mean, they have the
uh,
amount of picks to do it, but do they? Should they? Probably not.
It would be
No.
stupid.
I
Why
got-
bring it back in the first place then?
They have
That
what?
would be a
got-
very
picks?
Howie Roseman move, though.
Yeah.
Man, y'all made me forget. I got
sorry.
Roche after Boogie Basham.
Yep.
I got Rousseau after Roche. The reason why, because I believe Rousseau was the 3rd best defensive lineman in Miami.
Yes.
So what does that mean for
honest
you?
with
Like
you.
8?
Oh, real
You
quick,
have
I
an
want
8?
to I
Like
want to
8.
say, by the way, all y'all hopping on the Roche train now. I told y'all about this man back in January.
I'm not quite on the
I
train.
said it too. I
But-
like the guy.
I'm not quite on the Roche.
But I'm not. I'm
Is
not.
Roche even a second round pick for you guys though?
No.
I'd
no,
take him in
I
the
can't
second
put him
round.
in the second round.
Really?
I don't.
I have him
I
as
wouldn't,
a,
I
as a
wouldn't take him with our second round pick, but I would say the end of the
Like
second round.
later
Yeah.
second? Okay.
That's where I have
End
him.
of second.
I
can
think.
do.
I think if he goes
Yeah.
late second round, I think he ends up on the Chiefs. To be honest with you,
I will say
I
this.
think the Chiefs
So
will take him.
I've said this many
Yeah.
times before, and I stand by this. If Rousseau hadn't opted out this year, he still wouldn't have started. Plain and
Eric,
simple.
this is
He
for
would've
you
just
if
played
it
inside.
focuses.
what is that?
He asked what kind of vape I got. It's a dewberry, my guy.
Dewberry? What in the world is a
Dewberry.
dewberry?
It's like honey. It's like honeydew, strawberry, and kiwi.
Oh wow.
But so I wrote out my list,
Sounds
and
like
I got
Skittles.
Rousseau circulating around 6th or 7th best edge for me. So I have Ojulari, Phillips, Paye, Osai, Owe, Basham, and then it's like I have Basham and Rousseau around the same part, so 6th or 7th.
So, in the spirit of defending what I said earlier, I will try to, off the top of my head, name 10 edges that I think are better than Greg Rousseau that I would take ahead of him. Okay, I have the PFN board in front of me, which won't be too helpful because they're all like 277. But I have the board in front of me here, and I'm just going to go down and name all the ones I would take ahead of Rousseau. Not in any particular order, just as they show up. So let's just go through here real quick. Azeez Ojulari, definitely. Kwity Paye, definitely. Joseph Osai, definitely. I would go Jason Owe over Rousseau just because I think he has more potential. They're
You're
both
just naming
risky
players
picks.
ahead of
hold-
Rousseau.
Hold
Yes.
on.
Did he freeze?
He's frozen for me.
Okay.
Uh oh. Yeah.
All right, when he unfreezes, I'll respond.
Hopefully
with
they don't
what he said.
screenshot him like they screenshotted me.
Yeah, but I will take Owe over him just because as much of a boom or bust pick as he is, at least I do think there is a big boom there,
Yeah.
which I don't
Always
think.
film is worse than Rousseau's.
I'm sorry.
No.
Always
No.
film is worse than Rousseau's. He didn't
No
do
way.
anything at Penn State.
I
No way.
disagree. His technique is just as
His
bad.
film is- his
but at least
stats are- his stats
his
are bad,
technique
but
is
his film-
just as questionable, and he has the same lack of viable moves. But at least he has the physical gifts.
And
Let me
Durant has a
ask you
pretty
this,
interesting
Nate.
question. He says, was there any first-round prospects in the past that sucked in college but met their expectations?
I don't think you
What?
could be taken in the first round if you sucked in college, unless you're
Well,
like
Rousseau's about to be.
Cleveland
Yeah,
Farrell.
true. All right.
He didn't meet expectations for sure.
You said Rousseau is
Cleveland
about to
Farrell.
what?
Yeah, Clinton Farrell from Clemson. I don't know how the hell the Raiders took him that high. Dude.
So what'd you say about Rousseau though?
All right. So
Oh, I said he's about to be
we
He
got.
didn't suck in college though. He was a good college player.
for 1
Like
year.
our criticism is that I think he could dominate college. Like if he could play for the next 10 years, he would dominate college. But it's just
Yo,
about
why
him
isn't that an
translating.
option? By the way, that should be an option
Just
at this
stay in
point.
college.
Just stay in
You
college
would
and
have to keep
dominate.
transferring.
Just be a
and
grad
stuff.
student forever.
Yeah, but you know, at that point, they'd actually have to
35-year-old
start
playing
paying
college
him.
students?
Yeah, hold up.
That's messed up.
So that's 4. Jalen Phillips, definitely. Boogie Basham, definitely at 6. I would take Ronnie Perkins over him. I think he's a great speed to power edge rusher. His speed to power ability is really nice. Listen,
Wow, a lot of people like Perkins. I mean, I
if
like
you make
Perkins
Tevin
too.
Jenkins your bitch in the pass game, I'll take you.
I like
Yeah.
Perkins
I'll say
too.
about
I mean,
that.
I had us taking him in both of my mocks, but I still have him as like a 3rd, 4th round guy.
I take Joe
And that's
Tryon
where I
over him.
have.
This guy's getting so much hate. I really think he's gonna prove some people wrong, man.
I
know,
I
gotta
take Joe
feel it,
Tryon
man.
over
Yo,
him.
I thought I didn't like him,
just-
but this is proving me wrong.
I take Joe Tryon over him. That's 7.
I'm not really high on Joe Tryon.
I'm higher on him than Rousseau.
I rather.
Would you
have
take him in
Rousseau.
the second? Would you take Tryon in
No.
the second there, Diggy?
No.
No, I wouldn't
No.
take Tryon in the second.
Man, that's
He's a
crazy.
third.
Y'all
had-
watch film on Tryon?
I think he's
Yeah.
really good, but I'll go back and watch again. I admit it's been a while since I've watched Tryon. I have been watching a lot of other guys. It's actually been a while since I've gone back to the edge class because I haven't been thinking about it much. But when I watched Tryon, I think he's a really great fit for what we're trying to do, but I just didn't see enough to be worth that high a 2nd round pick.
I think he's perfect for us.
I think he's an excellent fit for us, but that's not.
Yeah.
I just don't see enough on tape to take him that high in the 2nd.
Well, let me ask you guys this, because I think a lot of people think the offensive line at this point in time is our biggest need. Assuming at 11 there's no offensive lineman on the board, who are you all taking?
Receiver.
Jalen Waddle.
I'm not thinking about it.
Specific. I'm saying name
Whichever
specific.
Alabama
Who do you want?
receiver
Jalen
is
Waddle.
there.
What Diggy said.
I'm taking
Also,
Micah
every
Parsons
relevant.
if he's there.
Jalen
I don't
Waddle.
want Parsons anymore.
Also, I'm gonna finish off that list real quick with
Yeah.
Quincy Roche, Patrick Jones, and Hamilcar Rashed.
Oh no, no.
Yeah.
All right, man. I
Man.
thought. See, I've literally been getting hate on Twitter for trolling Rousseau and his fans. But I would say that I would take Rousseau at the end of the 2nd round, the top of the 3rd round. That's where I would take
Jesus.
Rousseau.
From a top 10 pick to the
I mean, he was never a top 10 pick to me.
I mean, he was being mocked there.
Oh yeah. Like if you go all the way back to right after
They
last year's
mocked-
draft,
He
Rousseau
was
was
ranked
like,
like
in the top 5.
almost.
Even
right,
at
yeah.
the
People were
beginning of
talking
this
about him like he was
offseason.
Nick Bosa.
Even at the beginning of this offseason, and I tend to think that the early mock drafts by like the pros who do this for a living are more accurate than the ones that get closer to the draft.
I
That's
think your
just
most
something I've
accurate
kind
mocks
of
come
observed.
right before the combine.
Yeah, right before. Yeah.
Right before the combine, because you still
No,
actually
no,
they
they go-
started a little bit more.
By the way, KB is with me in chat on Ronnie Perkins.
Yeah, I like Perkins too. Like I said, I mocked him
You
towards
would
both
take
times.
Ronnie Perkins.
I don't
over
like him. I don't like him in the 2nd
I
round.
would, yes.
I'm taking
Wow.
Perkins in the 3rd, bro.
My
Ronnie
hate for
Perkins.
Greg Rousseau is strong.
Yeah, but I don't really have anything against Rousseau. It's just that's just where I think his talent goes. But I wanted to talk about JOK because I've been like laughing him off for months. Because I saw some tape earlier and I saw him get blocked by a wide receiver and I immediately turned the tape off. So I went and looked back at some tape and I think he's nice. I think he's a top 15 pick and I think he's going to be an elite player.
Well,
Now,
the
you know, they
question
have
is-
to be able to use him.
Sorry. The question is much the same as it is with all these Swiss Army knife players, is how well is he going to get used? How creative is the defensive coordinator that drafts him going to be, and how much are they going to use his skill set? I
I guess the
personally,
question becomes: do you have faith in Patrick Graham?
Yeah.
I think for me, it's less about Patrick Graham and more about what Patrick Graham's trying to do, and what do we think JOK's fit in that is. So
Yeah.
We already have JOK. We have Peppers.
I was just about
pretty
to
much,
say that.
That's a
That
really
that's exactly what I was about to
fair take.
say.
So
Giants
Speaking of
fans are
Peppers, do you
saying
think
that
he
we
gets the
need-
extension?
I hope so.
Yes.
I
Like for
think
me,
so.
I just can't get past thinking that JOK is a safety. I think he's a strong safety.
I don't think he's a safety.
I think he's a box strong safety.
I don't think he's a safety. I think he's a nickel backer. I
All
think
he
he's
does
a.
is
because I know
cover.
he's
I think
like
he's a
215.
dime
What's his height?
like
I
6
think he
foot,
put on
ain't he?
some weight. I think he put on
What's
some
he?
weight.
What's his
I think
height?
he's like 220 something now, but
I just do not like
He's
him against the
6'4".
run under any
6'4".
circumstances.
So he's pretty tall.
yeah.
That's a tall
But basically,
safety.
I think JOK is for what people would think he can be, which is just a coverage nickel dime backer. I think he can be elite, and I don't think you need to even be that creative. I think you can just really tell him to cover tight ends, and he can do it. But one thing that Giants fans have to realize is that we're going to be using 3 safeties a lot. There's going to be Peppers down there. There's going to be McKinney down there, Logan Ryan down there. And there's only going to be so many people on the field at the same time. So this thought that we had that we're going to need some like superstar linebacker to be beside Blake Martinez, where are they going to play? We liked our defense last year because we had safeties as the nickel backers pretty much the entire year. We're basically drafting a linebacker for first and second down. That's what we're doing. And we want to that's why maybe Parsons fits the most, because he will be able to blitz and rush and then leave that space for a safety to pop up. But we don't need some superstar linebacker. You don't need 2 superstar linebackers.
And I just want to get this comment by Marjorie Simmons real quick. Thank you, Marjorie. Always updating us on the Giants news. She says UCF wide receiver tight end Jacob Harris recently made a top 10 sleeper list, and he met with the Giants today. I didn't know the Giants were actually meeting with players. I didn't know it was allowed.
Yeah, they're always meeting with people, man. Joe Judge loves to do that.
Yeah,
Same thing Bill Belichick did.
I'll level with you real quick. I have no clue who that is.
Yeah,
that's why he's on the sleeper list, I'm guessing.
No idea who that is.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay. JOK is actually 6'1". I was wrong.
Hey, I was going to say he's like 6
I
foot.
saw
I was
something
like,
else
if he's
that said
6'4",
6'4".
that's a massive safety.
No.
sitting
That's
back there.
Jamean Davis. That's 6'4". Jamean Davis.
You talk
is
about
6'4".
somebody that's been rising up,
Jim
and I don't
Davis
get
is an
why.
actual linebacker.
Dude, I was watching a mock draft by Colin Coward today, and Jamin Davis was in like the first round or something. I
Who
was
is
like,
Jamin Davis?
like,
Bro,
That
he
linebacker
rose
like
out of
top 15.
Kentucky, I think.
Top
Bro, he's a
15.
linebacker that should go into third round, and for some reason he skyrocketed
I think he's a
up into
second
the
round
first.
I think he's a
Who did he
second
play
rounder.
for? Who did he play for?
Kentucky.
Kentucky. Yeah.
Jamin Davis?
Yeah,
So
he
I love that
covered
we've
Kyle
got
Pitts
3
for-
different
for a little while.
pronunciations, and I'm not sure any of them are right
I
here.
don't know what his name is, man.
Bro,
I don't
the
know.
correct pronunciation is obviously Yamin. So
Or Hamin
Yes,
or something.
absolutely.
I mean,
Hameen, Yamin, Jamin, Jamin.
Yeah, I mean. Yeah, I mean.
you know what I mean? Namin Davis, bro. Listen, I'm going with that.
Whatever,
Listen, Namin Davis out of Kentucky, bro. That's the linebacker of the future.
Micah Parsons, though, makes this defense a whole lot better. When you bring in Micah Parsons to only play one gap, because you got Blake Martinez playing your strong middle linebacker, and you bring Micah Parsons just to play one gap. If you watch that guy's film, man, that dude shoots a gap like no other.
Talking
Yeah.
about
Shoots a
edge,
gap
though,
like
and Micah
no
Parsons.
other.
I
What's
think
the chances that man plays edge at the NFL level? Because a lot of people, I've seen some correlations that he's going to be like an outside linebacker, edge rusher type of.
No, that's
I
not
think he'll
going
be a
to.
4-3.
He's a
outside
4-3
linebacker.
OLB, yeah.
But
Yeah.
listen, to everyone saying that Micah Parsons is an edge rusher, no. Edge rushers, people, they confuse this idea that Micah Parsons is great on the blitz with the idea that Micah Parsons is an edge rusher. Those two things are not the same. Edge rushers
you
are
can't.
every down threatening the quarterback. He's
Yeah,
not
I
a
don't
pass
think you
rusher.
can.
He
I
just
don't
is
think
not.
You can line him up by the outside linebacker.
And
I'm in the
pretty sure it
minority.
was
I
one.
think you can.
I think it was one of you guys, or maybe I read it somewhere that says he's a line of scrimmage warrior.
No, I was actually just going to say that. That was Miz, who comes
Yeah.
on the
Yeah,
channel. He's the
Miz.
Micah Parsons fanatic. And he said it best, I think. He said he's a line of scrimmage criminal, which I think is a perfect description of Micah Parsons.
He's just peppers at the linebacker
Exactly.
position. That can
Exactly,
actually is
so-
strong enough to play linebacker, like serious linebacker. But I will say this: you can put him on edge on certain downs, like a
On
third and
certain
15.
downs.
Yeah, that's what
15,
that's what Nate was
like
saying.
that.
He's not an every down backer though. If you're gonna put him at the
if
edge.
you're saying he's an every down edge, no. But if you
And
put him out there on the edge on certain plays, he can do it. But his blitzes from the middle of the field are dynamite. Like, you got to look at this guy's film, man. He brings a level of speed.
Mike Nixon, who is a Penn State fan, the key words in that sentence are from time to time.
Yeah, that's what we were saying.
All right. Not an every down edge by any means.
What up, Bryson?
Yeah,
Sports Talk. I hope you're fine,
Bryson,
bro.
Man,
hope you're doing well, man. Hope everything's all right.
Hope it wasn't your apartment.
I gotta say, I went through one. Well, if you guys checked out the episode on Mic'd Up with Max Webster, I think it was episode 4. Y'all know, I went through one of those when I was 11. So I feel you, bro. Oh yeah,
same thing happened in my apartment complex.
This is grimy. Yeah, I think everybody knows it at this point. Apparently, they're waiting to drop like more dirt on Parsons. What up, Alex? How you doing? That's like so grimy. It makes no sense.
I like how he has a different name
year.
every time he comes into the stream.
Do what?
I said, I like how Alex has a different name every time.
Right.
What's the GP there?
BBIN? Oh, Big Blue in the
Big Blue in the
Bronx.
Bronx. Pretty sure GP is just his last name.
What's the GP?
It's
name.
my very long last name.
Let's hear it.
Gajevich Protich.
Gajevich
spelled longer than it sounds.
Exactly.
I don't know. I was about to say it sounds longer
like
than it's probably
24
spelled.
letters.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna comment it in chat so everybody knows what it looks like.
Oh, this is gonna be good. All right, let's do this.
What up, Toast? How you doing, man?
Let's see.
Hold on, I'm just like waiting on bated breath for this chat right now.
Wait, can who return punts, Duran?
I think he's talking about Micah Parsons.
Yeah, Bronx is BX, bro.
love
BR
that.
is Brooklyn.
Yeah, that's a little bit too long for StreamYard right there.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I mean, it's around 9. I'm actually about to let's get right into the PFN mock. Let's see right here.
See, Alex, while he's pulling that up, that's the nice thing about Nate. It fits right here. It's just right here.
How many rounds do you guys want to do? Marjorie says it sounds like a disease.
I'm dead.
Yo, guys, I gotta go get the shot, bro.
No.
I got the vaccine today.
Bro, I gotta go get shot. Oh, yo, you mean the COVID shot? Nah, bro. I gotta go get the Gajevich Protich shot, bro.
Sounds like a very heavy STD.
Y'all talking about this man's last name right now.
Did they take the Q-tip for that STD? That's all.
You got what?
I gotta stop, man.
How many rounds y'all want to do? 2 rounds? Let's do a 2-rounder, and then we could do. We'll do a giant
Rousseau
7-rounder.
comes off the board in the 2-round mock draft.
What happened?
So let's see if Rousseau comes off the board in the 2-round mock draft.
I'm going to shock you.
Oh,
I know you're going to take him now.
Just not with the Giants.
Are we doing trades or no?
Now.
Yeah, if you want to do a trade, go ahead.
Okay.
And Hove has once again given himself the Giants
How?
because that's just what he does.
I'm with Trevor
He
Lawrence.
already did the math.
That's selfish. That's selfish stream running. Oh wait, no, there's 6, not 5. Never mind. Hub, not as selfish as I once imagined.
Mm-hmm. You're up, by the way.
Yes, I'm aware, and it hurts me to do this, but Zach Wilson. I was on the Sam Darnold with Penei Sewell train, but it is what it is.
Oh, you want to hear something funny? They said the 49ers are liking Mac Jones at number 3.
Jones?
I heard that.
It's Justin Fields. It's Justin.
Yeah, I like
Guys,
Mac Jones.
We
but
ain't
it's
ready
definitely
for this.
Fields,
He's
bro.
about to take
Give
Greg
me
Rousseau
Justin
3.
Fields at 3. If they take
it's
Mac
Fields.
Jones at 3, man, that's going to be one of the biggest boo bird sessions.
This is
Nah,
where
I
I
like
think
Jones
the
is
first
going to be a
trade
baller,
happens.
man. I'm sick of the Mac Jones disrespect.
I like Mac Jones, but I'm not taking him at 3, man.
I'd take him at
no.
3.
Hell
This
no.
this is where I think the first trade happens with Denver and Atlanta.
Well, it's up to Diggy.
Yeah.
Oh, you think Denver's going to trade up for a quarterback?
Yes, I think they're
I
going to
think
take Trey Lance.
He seems like a Denver quarterback. He does.
He does. Yeah.
He does,
He
though.
looks like a Denver quarterback.
The thing is,
just looks
I think he could last to 9.
Yeah,
I
he
think
might.
he
He
could,
might be
too.
there at 9. If we don't do trades, he'll be there at 9.
Yes,
Um,
Evan. Young Guns will be live for the
Because
draft.
remember, the Panthers just got Sam Darnold, so they're not going to draft a quarterback.
Mhm.
So that would be actually kind of dumb on the Broncos' part because I don't think Atlanta's taking a
Give me Kyle
quarterback.
Pitts right here.
Miami loves those picks, though. They might trade back again. Who knows?
They
All right,
might.
I'll go ahead. I'll go ahead and take the obvious here. Well, I guess there's two, but
No, there's
I'll go
one
ahead and
obvious
go-
and there's one
No.
wrong pick.
If you don't want to get fired, you know who to pick.
give me Penny Sewell.
There
You go. That was
That's
the
a
obvious
bad pick, man. Bad pick.
Yeah, PFF would be really mad at you.
You missed out on like the best quarterback receiver combination of this generation.
I'm gonna take his
For a
It
pick.
was so
bro.
great to watch while Joe Burrow's on his ass every play. So inspirational.
LSU's offensive
Look
line was
at
not
Burrow,
that good
man.
in
So
2019.
inspirational.
LSU's line was not that good in 2019.
Look at Burrow sitting in the
saw what
dirt. So
happened.
inspirational.
Look at Chase, man. Go ahead, Alex.
You already got him a torn ACL.
I'll take
You
Chase
throwing
with this
patella,
pick. And
man?
by the way,
That was on a run.
I was not a fan of that Panthers trade with Darnold. By the way, I
either.
honestly like. I get the situation, and they were.
See you,
I
Bobby.
The only reason I don't like that trade is because they're a couple steps away from being a winning team, and with that, you need picks. I don't know how many they have in the next couple of years. I think the Jets won that trade so far. I'm not saying they won it totally.
They really didn't give up too much, though, Bronx. They
Yeah,
didn't give
for
up too
me,
much.
I thought it was a pretty decent deal. The second rounder was a little much. I would have felt better with a third.
I think they
Second
both
and a
did
fourth
very
for
good
next
on
year,
that
and
deal.
then a sixth for this year.
But like, with the fact that they're obviously bidding against somebody, I feel like they made out pretty well. I like that deal for both teams.
I just would have
So-
gotten a fresher quarterback from this draft.
So I got Detroit, and I'm gonna go Devontae.
Oh yes, I am just so for some reason off on this six people instead of 5 people. But the
unusual.
Cardinals are no longer giving me a slam dunk pick here, so that was uncool. Y'all suck, Carolina. Rashawn Slater off the board.
That's where I see him going, bro.
It makes the most sense now.
That's where I see him going. Yo, shout out to Kill for the $5 super chat. He says that this is disrespectful. Mac Jones should be going to Jacksonville. Who?
The
Mac
dad bod.
Jones.
That's
Who?
The
Mac
dad bod.
Jones.
Yeah, all right, but chill out, KB. Jacksonville, come on now.
Obviously, he's on drugs. But
Nah, we need Chris in here. KB, put down the drinks, pull the car over, sleep it off. That's what you got to do, KB.
Who has 9? It's you? Pat-
me,
Yeah.
the Broncos, they go Trey Lance.
Yep.
Who? Trey Lance.
No.
The Cowboys.
I'm sorry, hold on. Before you make this pick, I just got to ask a quick question. What do we think on the whole microwave mentality with quarterbacks here? With Trey
do you mean
Lance going off
microwave?
the board. It's been 2 years for Drew Lock. What do we think of this?
Why not? Just do it. Whatever.
I think Drew Lock shows what he is. He's like a less talented Jay Cutler.
Damn.
Jay Cutler's a monster, though. Jay
You
Cutler's
don't
a
have to
monster.
berate Jay Cutler like that.
No,
I'm not
a-
saying,
I'm not
but
necessarily a fan
Jay
of
Cutler
Lock.
got away with it because he has such an amazing arm that dude could make throws that hardly any other quarterback makes. Drew Lock's arm is not quite like Jay Cutler's, and he makes some of the same exact mistakes Jay Cutler did. So that's why I said a less talented Jay Cutler. And that's not going to cut it. You're not going to win a championship with that. So instead of just beating around the bush, maybe get 10-game season. Let's try to
Fair
get
logic.
Trey Lance to bring in a general in here. I
Fair
think
logic.
he fits better with Denver than Drew Lock.
Yeah, I agree with Pat. I'm also just generally not a fan of Lock. I don't necessarily think he's hit his ceiling yet, but I think he's extremely close to it. And I also don't think it's
Yikes.
like
Nah, that's disrespectful.
I
no, I
don't
think
know
he's
about
I
that.
think he's close to his ceiling. And I also don't think
disagree.
I also don't think it's bad for him to move on for him because it's not like he was taken in the first round. So yeah, you lose out on a second round pick. Not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
I still can't believe they took him in the second round. I had him going in the fourth round that draft.
Huh?
be honest
The
with you.
fourth?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Look at Drew Lock's
Wow.
film in Missouri, man. When it came to the big games. When he
No,
faced
I'm
the big teams in
thinking
the
back
SEC.
to that was 2019, right? I'm thinking back to 2019. All I remember was everybody having him in the first and second.
Yeah.
All right, let's keep this moving. I've sidetracked us for too long.
How about them Cowboys? There's no way I can. Drew Lock.
Shout out to Mike Nixon for the $5 super chat. Says Drew Lock is booty. I knew he was gonna be a bust, but
There
well,
you go.
Mike, you
There you
were
go.
one of the few, man.
Yeah, there's really
I
nowhere
mean-
else to go here but Certain. Since
Yeah.
Pitts is
I mean,
gone.
they could go J.C. Horn.
That's kind of malpractice.
It's the
And,
Cowboys.
Alright.
and thanks to Nate screwing up my pick here, I guess I'll have to go with Jalen Waddle to
Yo, why
hopefully
he
replace
say it like
Sterling
that, bro?
Shepard.
He's like,
I
I
have to settle
guess
for
I'll
Jalen
take
Waddle.
Jalen Waddle. Like,
It
huh?
had to be done.
I mean,
Max,
I
I'm
want
sorry.
that tackle, man. I want at least 2 offensive linemen in this draft.
Nah,
It
listen,
had to be done.
Max.
I'm sorry.
Max, I'm telling you, I've been preaching to my chat for months now. I'm telling you, bro, you got to realize Rashawn Slater ain't gonna beat her at 11, bro. He's going in the top 10.
Would
Ain't
you
no
put
way he's
$100
dropping.
on it.
All of a sudden, cricket.
Huh?
I'll put something on it.
I'll put
I said,
something
would you
on
put
it, but
$100
but
on it?
100? I'll put
100 on
something on it.
I'm not betting $100
That
on
case of
anything.
Dude,
Yeah, I'm not
that
putting.
case
I'm not
of
putting
do-
that on anything. But I'll
Betting
put something.
$100 on
something.
any pick in the draft besides like the first is
That's
not.
Not
in the
on the
words of
draft,
Diggy.
man.
That's malpractice.
Like,
But I'll put
I
some
I
bet
wouldn't
you
be
on it.
$20
surprised if
he
he
goes in
went
the top
like
10.
number 4 to the Falcons. Like you can't
Hope
bet
you
on
want
the
that
draft.
case of do?
Yeah, I'll put a case of do on it.
Bet.
How much is a case of do?
It's probably like 15
It doesn't
bucks,
make
who
it's not
knows?
worth anything, man.
Nah,
You
he's
never have to
definitely not
actually
there at
pay the
11,
case.
bro.
You never have to actually pay it.
We're betting the case of do on what?
I'm
Slater
saying that
making it to
Rashawn Slater
11.
is going within the top 10.
I'll take that bet.
Yeah,
that he
I'll
goes
put
in
20
the
bucks
top
on him
10.
going in the top 10.
Who
My
said
bet
he's
is
not
that
going in the top
he
10?
is going, which means he's not going to beat her at 11.
Yeah,
That's
who
what I'm
said
saying.
Max
he's
thinks
not
he's
going
going
in
to
the
be there at
top
11.
Max thinks he's there at 11, so that's why I'm like, I don't think he is.
I'm just speaking it into existence.
It
I
all
mean, more
depends
like
on
you're
what the
paying it
Bengals
into
do.
existence, but all
Right.
right.
I just want to go back to what I originally said, which was Max was talking as if he was like settling for Jalen Waddle, bro. I'm like, huh?
I mean,
All right, I'll be
I'm
back in
just
one quick
I'm
sec.
just a fan of making no more excuses for Jones, man.
I
if-
feel like
if
if
we
you
get
do give
Slater-
him Waddle, though, that's also the same thing.
That's
as,
no
you
more
know,
excuses.
That's
man.
no more excuses as
It's
well. in
not
my
as
opinion.
good if he's getting sacked within 2.5
I agree
seconds.
with I agree with you.
But that didn't happen last year.
because I want an O lineman, but we're really talking as if he's not going to get an O lineman in the second if they do go a wide receiver in the first.
You're right,
Where's
Diggy.
this
That didn't
narrative that
happen
we
last
have
year.
like this horrible line
Hold on,
coming from?
hold on. That
just
didn't
need to
happen
grow.
last year, but we also had Kevin Zeitler at guard.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying,
but-
though, Max. Like we could still get a good guard in the second.
But how
We don't
many
need a
people were-
5-star player all across the offensive line.
How many people did Kevin Zeitler block?
700, bro.
I mean,
How many
like,
games did we play?
we all saw the games. We saw Baltimore where our offensive line could pass protect, and they said the Giants' offensive line collapsed. What I watched is they blitzed 8 or 9 people every single play. There's 5
Right.
offensive linemen.
hmm
Like,
But I think
the receiving core is
Saquon Barkley
not
coming
stacked,
back
man.
and Kenny Galladay being there makes the difference between 8 people blitzing and 5 people blitzing.
Yeah, that
What
kind of
happens-
helps out our
what
argument,
happens-
not so
what
much
happens
yours, though,
when
Max.
Kenny Galladay, Sterling Shepard, Darius Slayton, John Ross all have injury issues. What happens when one of them goes down?
Kenny Galladay isn't really an injury issue. He didn't start a lot of games because he was a 3rd-round pick. Last year he had the hip flexor, but he totally could have came back from that. Did you want to come back and play for the Lions if you're him going into free agency? I don't think so.
I will
Nah,
play
Max,
for the Lions
Max,
right
I will
now.
say this. Max, I will say this. The argument you brought up of Saquon and all the weapons makes the difference between 8 people, going and 5 people going. Helps out the argument that me and Diggy are making for like a wide receiver in the first, more so than it does for your offensive lineman in the first.
Not really, because Shane Lemieux is still there, and we all seen how he's.
No, I'm
pass
pointing out
protects.
the part where you said where the weapons
Yeah.
allow less people to go forward.
Are you saying that Kenny Galladay, Kyle Rudolph, John Ross, Darius Slayton, Sterling Shepard, and Saquon Barkley aren't enough weapons for this man? to
You're
prove
just
he's got
saying
it?
names at this point, man.
Yeah.
You're just saying names.
And Jalen Waddle
Darius-
is just another name, is he not?
But just because you added Kenny Galladay to a receiving core that got completely
A
locked
receiving
up,
core that was one of the worst in the
All
league
right,
last
so
year.
I just
I'm
can't
gonna
do
make a
that,
slightly
And Kyle
different spin
Rudolph
on this
and
argument for
Saquon
Max.
Barkley.
I'm gonna make a little different argument for this for Max. I agree with Diggy that the wide receiver core is not complete, but with the depth in this class, I would rather take a lineman in the first than a receiver.
And I
'Cause,
agree with
like,
you, Nate.
Just with Jalen Waddle, right? Just with Jalen Waddle. Let's say in some magical fairy tale land, Rashawn Slater actually was there at 11, and we're choosing between him and Waddle, it's got to be Waddle. It's got to be Slater rather, just because Waddle, there's already an Elijah Moore in the third round.
Poo.
I'll say this.
Hey,
Nate,
he's
Nate,
not
Nate,
compared
Nate,
to
I
Waddle,
hear
sir.
what you're saying.
He's not
But
as
the thing
good.
is, Slater ain't gonna be there, and if Slater isn't there at
Right,
11,
yeah.
I don't want to reach on an offensive lineman. I'd
Sure.
rather take a wide receiver.
Sure,
That's
but
been my whole
talking
thing.
about
Player
which one's
that-
more important, I think fading receiver makes sense in this kind of depth of a class.
But if your player,
Are you
and
saying that?
what
Wait,
we're
are you saying
is
that
Rashawn
overall,
Slater-
or are you saying that if Slater is there? Because if Slater is there, yes, I agree. But if you're saying overall and he's not there, I'm not reaching.
When I say fade wide receiver, I don't mean in general like set in stone. Do not take a receiver at 1, because there's plenty of real likely scenarios in which receiver is the pick that makes the most sense for us. But what I'm saying is, as a general idea of a strategy for this draft, with a just stupidly talented and stupidly deep wide receiver class, I think it makes more sense to attack other positions early and pick up another, maybe not quite as good, but still incredibly talented receiver later.
I agree with you there. I do, but I agree with you there. I just want to make it clear. Slater is the pick, at least for me, if he's at 11. But otherwise, I'm going wide receiver, and which is
All
what
I'll
I think
say
is
is
going to happen.
Authentic is
And-
talking facts
and-
in the chat right now.
And
Shout out to
you
Mike
were
for the
saying
super chat.
you were saying
Authentic's always talking facts.
Me acting like I'm settling on Jalen Waddle, but if the player you want in Slater isn't there, aren't you settling at that point anyways?
I meant
Because
settling
the
as
player
you,
you
like the way you
wanted
read
was
it out, bro.
Slater.
You're like, Jalen Waddle. That's the way you read it.
Because I was hoping to get that tackle, that versatile tackle.
I mean, you
You're talking
had
about Jalen Waddle like
you
he's a
had
tuna
4
fish
picks to
sandwich.
get over it, bro.
Like you're talking like you expected your
what's that,
mom
like
to
15
pack
minutes?
like a PB&J and you open your lunchbox and it's a tuna fish sandwich
Hey,
Yo, maybe he doesn't like tuna fish.
or an
sandwich, bro.
egg salad sandwich or something.
Ew.
I've never had it.
I love
That's
that
a
you
thing.
just chimed in for the first time in like 5 minutes with ew. That was just 10 out of 10 right there, bro.
I got
All
a
right.
question for everybody. What makes Rashawn Slater such a slam dunk at
Exactly.
tackle? I can tell you on film.
it's
when I
not a
watch
slam
film
dunk
on
at
him,
tackle, but it's a slam dunk at positional value and our need. Who knows if he's playing tackle week 1? He could slide in at guard, which is possibly our biggest need right now.
No, I agree with
tend to
that. Guard
agree
is
with
our
Max
biggest
here.
need.
I think Rashawn Slater would be the best pick for us at 11 if for some strange reason he was there, just because it's less of the idea being like it's less of specific, plug him and play him at right tackle, because that's not even where I'd look to play him first. I think it's more of just our offensive line, to put it really simply and succinctly and all that junk. Our offensive line has good upside, but has no consistency. It is not solid.
Facts.
And that's what Daniel Jones needs. So the best way, as far as I can tell, to make that problem better is to just take the best offensive lineman we can. And Rashawn Slater is one of the only guys in this class that has the versatility to play guard and tackle, which is pretty big in my opinion, that is also incredibly solid and really isn't a risky pick at all. And when you look at that in a first-round value, I think he's the only guy that makes sense there, because AVT also has those same traits, but he's not worth the 11th. Tevin Jenkins also has those same traits, but I don't think he's worth the 11th. With Rashawn Slater, you're getting a guy that's ready to step in either at tackle or guard week 1. So I think he just makes too much sense for what our current problems are, especially with how deep this receiver class is. Again, I think you can hit on a weapon later, either in the second or the third round. I do want to take one in the top 3 rounds, but I think you can wait past the first. So
With that
that's
being
just why I
said-
think Slater makes sense.
With that
Slater
being
is the
said, who
best
on
pick
this
for the
panel-
Giants.
Yeah. I mean, with that being said, who on this panel would be mad if AVT is the pick at 11?
I wouldn't be mad. It just wouldn't be my first pick.
I wouldn't be
wouldn't be
mad. I'd be
mad
slightly
either.
disappointed. Like I've said it
I
before,
would-
I'm not going to be mad at any pick the Giants make, and that has a lot to do with how I view our free agency.
Yeah.
And
Hashtag
I'm just going to
Gregory
be
Rousseau.
I'm gonna.
There's
Right.
exactly one player I'd be mad about at 11, and y'all know who it is.
Let me clarify.
Alright.
Max, for you, let me clarify. I wouldn't be mad at any pick we make as long as it's a player that's supposed to go in the first round. I'd just be slightly disappointed if it's a guy that ends up going, supposed to go in the later round of the first round.
So what would you do if we took Terrace Marshall and Rashawn Slater was on the board? Would you be mad?
Terrace Marshall.
Oh,
Well,
I'm just asking. I'm not saying that it's something I want to do. I'm saying you'd probably be mad.
if Rashawn
yeah,
Slater's
but
on the
that's
board,
not
we
what he's
take
saying.
anybody
Well,
else.
here's
I'm
the
upset.
thing, Diggy. I'm not banking on the Giants behaving like some retards.
I don't think you should say
Cancel
that on
him,
stream,
please, for
man.
saying that.
Oh yeah, a player got fired because they said that. My bad.
You can't.
Oh,
My bad,
yeah,
PC crew.
Yeah, come
Don't
on.
let
This is a
Pat
monetized
Shanahan
channel.
say that,
Hub.
man.
This is a family show.
I can't believe it's actually come to a point where I mean, I guess
There are
it is what it is.
children watching this right now, Hub.
You're
Come
right.
on.
There are children
right.
on the stream.
You're
right.
age restricted.
Come on, Hub.
Diggy. Diggy
My
almost
bad,
made
Nate.
it
I'm
just to
sorry,
make
bro. I
me
forget
laugh.
that Nate's underage, bro.
Come on.
I'm underage.
How much
Ruining
longer
my
you got,
innocence
Nate?
here,
How much
Kush.
longer you got?
I got about a year and change.
Yo, I love this one. Not on my Christian
Not on my
Minecraft
Christian
server.
Minecraft over here.
Oh man,
Seriously,
Mo
though,
says
Kush,
thank
don't
my
worry about it.
generation,
My
bro.
innocence was gone when I was scrolling through your Twitter
Mo, I
feed.
gotta
We're
tell you
fine.
right now, bro. There's like two different Gen Zs, bro. There's Gen Z from my era, and then there's the newer, weirder Gen Z, bro.
Exactly.
Hey, don't call us weird. You're weird.
That's the TikTok Gen Z.
Yeah.
Hey, we
The
don't
ones who are
claim
trying to
them.
cancel
They're their
Eminem.
own thing. We don't.
I do want to
claim them.
point this out before, because we got to get back to the mock. Y'all said I couldn't make 8 days, bro. Day 1 complete. Day 2 about to be complete. Y'all really
That's
doubting
right
your
now.
guys,
Listen,
bro.
man, I sent you a little reply. You were on the borderline there for a second.
You know what he sent me a reply on? Diggy, I was
For a
literally
se-
like Sasha
Listen,
Banks
You're
and
definitively
Asuka.
clean, but you were getting close there.
I can't appreciate wrestling anymore, bro. I was like Sasha Banks and Asuka are some of the greatest wrestlers in the 21st century, and Nate's like you're
Listen,
you're this close to
Kush,
something, bro.
It's
that's
not
not-
about
that's
what
not.
you said. It's about your prior tweets. That just you gotta be more careful with this. It's just what it is, dude.
Okay, it is. Who got 12, by the way?
Me.
Somebody said I'm from
That's
the
that's
1960s.
Alex.
Yeah, believe.
What? Who said
Alex
that?
picking for the Eagles here.
Man,
Yo, Pat, you that old, bro? I didn't know.
I'm about 70.
Yo, that is the one upside to being the little kid of Giants YouTube, which is that I can call all y'all old and get away with it.
But I'm not old.
I'm not that.
I
old.
mean, Kush, you're pushing 30 at this point, bro. That's just what it is.
Hub, aren't you younger than I am?
Yes.
Alex is younger than I am.
I'm almost as old as Alex, almost.
yeah.
Almost.
not, though.
Almost only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades there.
That's
Nate.
true.
Man,
that's true.
I must be the oldest. The old
Oh
man
yeah,
of this
it's
town.
not close on that one either, bro.
Jeez.
I think it's Pat, then Diggy, then Kush, then Max, then Kush, then Alex.
Wait, how old is Max?
I'll be 26 this year.
Oh, so I'm younger than him.
Oh, my bad.
Bet.
Max,
So it
you
goes
look
Pat,
younger
then
than you
me.
are. I gotta be real.
I know he does.
A lot of people always said that, but y'all also put me at over 6 feet, and here I stand at 5'7". So,
Dang, man, I'll get some.
Oh, for
And
real?
everyone thinks I'm short just because I'm young. I am
Somebody
6 feet tall,
said
guys.
big
Max, I'm not gonna
old
lie to you,
head
bro.
sports
I really thought you were like 6'4" or something, bro.
I thought
Yeah,
you were tall,
I'm
Max.
I'm like 5'7", $150, man.
Yo, I thought Max was like 6'3", 185, bro. Yeah, bro.
Yo, next we're gonna find out Diggy is like 5'4", and he's like the same eye level as KB out here.
Nah, I think Diggy's a good
No, 5'4"
6'1".
still puts him a whole head over KB.
I think he's a good 6'1", like 175, bro.
KB, I don't even know KB's 5 foot. I'll be honest with you.
I- now y'all
I
just
got the
disrespect.
same player build as Devontae Smith.
I was about to say,
Love
are
you,
you the
KD.
same player, bro?
Yeah, authentic. You're absolutely right. I do look short on camera. I think it's just because I'm young. I think that's just what it is.
Yeah, I told you last time. It's just the baby face. That's
I
it.
think that's what it is.
How
Guys,
tall
I
are you, Nate?
promise I'm not short. I
How
promise
tall are
you.
you, Nate?
I'm 6 feet, even.
I'm almost as tall as you then. I'm 5'11", 6 foot.
Yo, Pat, you gotta change your name, bro. I thought with Big Pat, bro. I thought this man was like
talk.
6'7", bro.
Yo, Pest too. I thought Pest was big. Pest is. I think he said he's only like a couple inches taller than me.
You know who is big though? Is Bobby Skinner.
Oh, Bobby
He's
Skinner.
like 6'9"
massive.
He's an
He's
offensive
a
lineman, bro.
massive man.
He's an offensive lineman. But yo, all right, let's get back to it.
Yeah,
Let's get back
Skinner's
to
an
it.
offensive tackle the Giants would take.
Guys,
He's
let's
got
get
that
back to
length.
it. Let Alex make this pick before we get distracted.
Yeah,
All
we
right.
gotta go 2 rounds.
J.C. Horn.
I bet J.C. Horn. It is. Where they have him at? Did I scroll past him?
Up.
Yeah, he's up
Yep.
there.
But and I got the Chargers. Easy pick there. Saw Vikes for Nate the Vikes.
I always seem to get the Vikings. I mean, the fact that J.C. Horn going kind of screws this up for me because what's his face just turned himself in Dallas for domestic
Gladney.
abuse.
Jeff
or whatever.
Gladney.
Gladney, thank you. Which is just a backbreaker for them.
What up, Miz, in the chat?
You said somebody turned themselves in.
Yeah,
Jeff Gladney.
Jeff Gladney in Dallas turned himself in for what? Domestic abuse, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a yikes.
I forgot
right
what
there.
position he played.
Corner.
He's a corner. He was like their promising corner that they were gonna try and like.
This
build.
dude
Last
Eric Siegel in
year.
the chat is hilarious, man.
What's
Yeah.
he saying now?
He just said Shabbat Shalom.
Yo,
I can't. Man.
I'm between a couple of. I'm gonna give him JOK. I think that's all.
Ooh, that's a new one.
It's either JOK or it's Parsons.
Or AVT. A lot
And you
of them
went
want
Joe K
AVT.
over Parsons.
I
So
did.
nobody's for pay, huh? In this situation?
Oh, pay. I was looking for him. He wasn't there on the board. How low are they on him?
20.
I mean, bro, the
20
fact that
something.
he didn't go now should have given you a hint, man.
Well,
That
I
he-
thought I was looking for him on the screen there. The fact that he's not above 21 is disgusting. Whatever.
He's at 23.
Ugh.
Yo,
John
they got
Davis,
John
too,
Davis 25 over.
Yeah.
Who is this guy? I gotta check this guy out, man.
No, trust me, Pat. He's good, but he's not first round, 25th overall good, bro.
You're pissing
Crazy.
PFF off.
I was on me with the
PFF is
Patriots.
disgusing.
With the
Yeah.
Patriots, we're going Micah
Who
Parsons.
said, Eric, who
I
said
like
I
it.
hated you?
Yeah. Give me Mac Jones. I'm just playing. Let's see.
I mean,
what
low
do
Mac
they
Jones
need?
could probably beat out Kyler Murray.
Oh, he could. He's better. Let me see the team needs.
Stop it.
Because
Good
corner
DT.
is
Corner, for some reason, wide receiver, running back, tackle, tight end.
Actually, they could use another wide receiver, but first round.
yeah,
is-
because AJ Green is not cutting it.
I think they're
First round
overrated.
is
They
not
signed AJ
wrong.
Green. Oh yeah, they did.
That
That's
dude's a
overrated.
bomb, man.
AJ
This
Green
is too
done.
high for Greg Newsom, but it kind of makes the most
AJ
sense.
Green stinks.
Cards are
Um,
overrated, not gonna lie.
AJ Green
see.
is done.
That dude is cooked.
Yeah,
Let's see,
you can stick
running
a fork in
back.
him.
Oh, let me just give me Najee Harris.
Yeah, I was about to say you really need to go. Yeah, it's Najee.
just get somebody else to just stand over Kyler Murray.
And to answer your question, Eric, I think Najee Harris is the best back in the draft. Although I
Eric,
don't. Yeah.
The fact that you just named two running backs for best running back in the draft and neither
He
of them
said
were
Puka
Najee
Williams?
Harris is just unbelievable to me. You need to get yourself
I don't think he was
checked.
saying that Puka Williams was the best. I think he was saying he that was
I
like a side
understand that.
note.
I understand that, but the fact that the opening of that sentence was who is the best running back in the draft, and then two running backs were named after, and neither of them were Najee Harris is just unacceptable.
Max,
I'm
you got
sorry.
the Raiders, right?
Yes.
Let me just,
I was gonna take
suggest
JOK,
somebody.
but yeah, let me go Kitty Pay here. For
I
sure.
bet.
It's got to be something on the
Me,
defense.
me and Max on the same wavelength right now.
I mean, it doesn't have to. I mean, they lost
Ooh.
like 3 offensive linemen. So
Yeah, but
I would
defense
I would
was
love for the Dolphins to
garbage.
replace dude with Mac Jones right here. I would love it.
That would be hilarious.
They played who with Mac Jones?
He wasn't
Tua.
to replace Tua Woodback. That would be
Hey,
hilarious.
all the
I ain't gonna
receivers
lie.
said Mac was better.
That
Just make the
would
move,
be
Miami.
hilarious.
Do it.
That would be hilarious.
It would be terrible, but hilarious at the same time.
I'm
Yo,
laughing.
Miami, Mac Jones at 6 though.
No, he said at 18.
No, I'm saying Mac Jones at 6 though to Miami IRL.
That would be great.
It would be the
Y'all
talk
need
of the
to
draft.
stop.
Yeah.
Leave
That'd
this
be
man
fun.
Tua alone, bro. He's just minding his business. Go ahead there,
Tua.
Alex.
I'm going to take AVT with this pick.
Nice, makes
Solid.
sense.
I like it.
And I'm gonna take my favorite pick to team, draft thing ever, bro. Mac Jones to Washington.
I
want
I
Mac
got
would-
Teddy
I
Bridgewater.
would be
They're
happy
getting
if
Teddy
they took
Bridgewater,
Mac
man.
Jones at 19.
So would I.
You said you would be happy.
Yeah, if the
Are you
if the
crazy?
football team took
I'm
Mac
not.
Jones at 19, I would be happy.
I'm
Y'all
also
need to
happy
stop
with that.
sleeping on Mac
destroyed
Jones.
No, Mac Jones could be fine if he had the right situation, and Washington does not have that good a
You
situation
don't.
around him.
You don't
No, I
think
think he could
that
succeed in Washington. That's why I
You
like to
don't-
pick Washington so much.
Mac Jones would be a problem in Washington with that
That's why I
receiving
like the
core
pick,
right
bro.
now?
I know he'll be out of Washington in 2 or 3 years.
Here's the
I'm telling you.
question though: if they draft Mac Jones at
Stop the
19,
cap,
who's
baby.
the starter at the beginning of the year? Is it Fitz and Mac Jones sits?
It's probably Fit
or what?
That's
Probably
probably
the same thing that happened
Mac
to Tua,
Jones will
honestly.
be playing for Washington by week 8 because Fitzpatrick is Jekyll and Hyde.
I feel like they
And
would
then
sit
Mac
him
Mac
for a
Jones
year.
gets in there.
Worst case scenario is that they start him because we all know about the curse of Ryan
Yo,
Fitzpatrick.
if
Whenever
this
he is a
happens-
backup, the starter goes down.
This is another situation that would be hilarious because of exactly what you say. Jalen Hurts would lose his job to another Bama QB.
It really
Jalen
do be
Hurts
like
is-
that.
Yeah,
a
that would
Jalen
be
Hurts
bad.
is a monster.
All right,
Philadelphia has their quarterback. Jalen Hurts is a monster.
stop.
Yeah,
By
actually
the
be
way-
better than what people think, though.
At
Yeah, you
20
got the Bears.
Well, which people?
I got
There's
the
people
Bears.
saying there's
No,
people
Nate.
saying he sucks, and there's people saying he's a beast. Which people?
I mean, there's way less people saying that he'll be good than the people say he absolutely is trash.
I don't know about. We
And
listen
he's
to different
nowhere
people
near
on-
trash. He actually did pretty well when he was playing with Philly last year.
He
Yeah.
wasn't playing good football consistently. He showed some good flashes at times. But with 20, is this? I feel like this is too
I'll
high
try.
for Greg Newsome.
Sam Ellinger, bro.
Yeah, that's the pick.
Kellen Mond.
Rashad Bateman? Question mark.
Um,
That's what I
Mhm.
think.
just
Bateman.
yeah. With A-Rod,
If he
probably
doesn't
leaving
go
next
here,
year.
he's going to the Colts.
I'm looking Newsome, Ojolari, and Bateman is probably where this pick's gonna go. One of the three.
I don't have Newsome. I mean, I don't have that dude. That
Yeah,
high.
I just don't think he's worth this pick is the problem. But they need another corner.
Why?
Melifonwu was my fourth corner, and I think I would take him here. But that's just me.
I'm going
Melifonwu?
Bateman here.
Yeah.
Out of Syracuse.
That's quite a rise from the beginning of the year.
Nah, he was always
Yeah.
regarded as like right around the top 5 corners.
Yeah.
All
I
right,
mean,
with the
everybody
Colts-
had him as like a mid-second though. Coming at the three quarters of the way through the first is a bit high. No,
The coach.
I had him
in
in
Barrymore.
general, like beginning of the second, but yeah.
Said Barrymore to the Colts.
You said Barrymore to the Colts, actually.
Mhm.
But real quick, I just want to address a couple comments. Arjun says, "Can't forget Washington has Fitzpatrick, Allen, Taylor, Hunt. If they
Yeah,
if they
somebody's
draft Mac
leaving.
Jones,
do they still have
somebody's
Kyle
leaving.
Allen?
Yeah. Somebody's leaving.
They still-
he's a
Allen-
free
Kyle
agent.
Allen-
I'd rather
And
pick
it's
all
Mac
those
Jones.
quarters.
He's leaving.
Taylor Heineke might be the best
No.
quarterback. for
Kyle
them.
Allen's a free agent.
yeah, Kyle Allen's not there.
Kyle Allen went somewhere.
Facts.
else.
No, yo. Eric might be joking, but I did this on a stream, bro. I was on a stream and somebody brought this up to me. I gave this theory. I put this theory out into the world. This man, DJ, broke up with his girlfriend right before the season started. And I was like, that's why he was looking down some of the seasons, bro. It's connected.
I don't want that dude on my team if that's true.
Yo, he's a young dude, bro.
I still
No.
follow her, so
I'm the same age
Kush,
as him.
I
though.
think you're projecting right now, Kush. I think that's what's going on here.
I don't know what you're talking about.
that's an L.
I don't
That's
know
why
what
you
you're
saying like that on Twitter.
All right,
Huh?
this might be a
Projecting
bit
his down
outside.
badness onto Daniel Jones right now.
This might be a bit outside the box right here, but I feel like I gotta shake this up a little bit. Because they lost to Dory, go ahead and give me Greg Newsome to the Titans at 22.
I don't think that's outside the
Dig
box
picks
at
the Titans. Don't Dig pick the Titans?
Yeah,
No,
I was.
Oh, my bad.
So
No,
they're
I
probably
was-
not
I
the
thought
Jets.
you picked because you said Christian
just did
Barmore
that.
here. I thought you picked for the Colts. My bad.
Yeah. For the Jets, give me Travis Etienne.
And for the Steelers, I will take Creed Humphrey.
Yep.
These tackles are dropping though.
That's good for us in the second. I got the Jags at 25.
Don't. Come on.
Don't what?
I don't want to
I
like.
didn't even do anything, yo.
No,
What is
I'm
this?
sorry. It's just
I
the
literally
pick
moved
that this
my mouse.
should be is not on the board.
Nah, listen. I'm
There we go. There we
going
go.
Trevon Moehrig.
Well done.
Yeah, he fits the Jaguars perfectly.
It's like a glove. 26, Aziz Ojulari.
Yo, Glock Roach,
Been
I wouldn't be
falling
surprised, bro.
Way too long.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Aziz
Ojulari,
been falling way too long. He's off the board.
He needs to beat Tom Brady before he could go out with Giselle.
Bro, he's already going out with Giselle. Tom Brady's his son, bro.
Tom Brady. See, Tom Brady is one of those. He's been abandoning Giselle for years. So
Yeah.
she's got to talk to someone.
Listen, we already know she probably talks to Eli on the side. It is what it is.
Eli is happily married, man. Don't do that to Eli.
With
Eli-
the Ravens,
I've
Ben.
never
What about Big
seen
Ben?
Eli's wife ever.
Maybe Big Ben.
You never seen Eli's
knows?
wife?
No.
Funny story. My middle school math teacher, she had the largest crush on Eli, and she was a huge Giants fan. So anytime we talk Giants in class, she'd always end the conversation was, "I'm better looking than his wife, though." And we'd just be like, "All right."
yeah.
It is
My
what it is.
Spanish teacher was obsessed with Rob Gronkowski. Obsessed.
Shout out to KB for the $5 super chat. He said, "My man DJ was down bad. Kush knows when a fellow king is in need." I'm telling you, bro. I can sense it. He was
Is
down.
this
Down
your
bad
down
there,
bad
Kush?
sense? Your
You're down
spidey
bad?
sense, but for down bad, it's tingling.
I have
Is
a
that what it
couple spidey senses. That's one of them, bro. Go ahead. Who has this Ravens pick?
Me. They're gonna go Terrence Marshall receiving.
You mean Terrace?
Terrace March.
is? Me and Diggy were talking about this on Twitter today.
Yeah, I retweeted somebody's tweet that said Terrence Marshall is the pick if he's there for 42 at the Giants. I just retweeted it with the word Terrace.
There you go.
That's a weird name.
It really is.
It's still what his name
the
is, though. It
Saints-
is not Terrence.
With the Saints, give me
we
Jermaine
get it.
Davis
Huh?
because
Oh,
no, this is just what I think is going to happen because
Oh,
someone's going to take
Diggy.
him first round.
Ooh.
Someone's going to
No.
They're going to do it, man. I'm telling you.
Oh.
You know, this pick is really hard for me because
No, there's still
Everybody in a
good
fan-
linebackers left.
Nick
Yeah.
Bolton,
everybody in the
69.
fan base seems to think that Green Bay needs to go wide receiver here.
That
Which fan
Not-
base?
not gonna yell about it.
Max,
I mean,
which fan
more
base?
so Green Bay, but a lot of people NFL wide are screaming for Green Bay to help Devontae Adams and Aaron Rodgers.
He's one
out a little
MVP,
bit
but
here.
all right. Okay.
Right, Alex, thank you.
So I just don't know that wide receiver is the pick at 29 for them.
Nick Bolton's at 69.
I would
by the
say
way.
Bolton.
Yeah, Nick Bolton is still there on the board.
Come
That's what
on.
I was saying, bro.
It's gotta be.
Facts, Duran. He's saying, what happened to Bolton? He's still on the board.
They pushed him down the board.
Yeah, 69.
But 3 comments later, Eric Seigel goes pick away.
Three comments
Aw.
later. 3 comments later is this for me. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
They got
pick away.
Zadarius Smith.
Either way, I agree.
Smith
It's
people.
it's not necessarily wide receiver here.
We'll go ahead and go Nick Bolton at 29.
Yes. Good pick. Like I just don't understand this argument. Like, could they
Great
use some
pick.
better receivers? Yeah, our MVS and my God, I can't even remember his name.
St.
Are
Brown
they?
or Lazard.
No, that dude Brown, St. Brown is cooked.
Lazard.
Yeah, whatever his name is, the wide receiver 3. Are they super inconsistent? Absolutely. Is Aaron Rodgers winning the MVP? Yes. Why is
Didn't
the
deserve it.
defense not getting the attention in the first round? Again, hate to harp on this once again, but receiver is so deep. There is only like a couple Mike linebackers in this class that can stop the run like the Packers need someone to stop
Bro,
the
they
run.
need to replace our dude Blake.
Yo, I got a question for y'all. Well, not a question. I gotta tell y'all something. I just looked at film on this dude, Jamin Davis. He's no
Yo, wait, Pat, before you go. This man
Wait, what'd you
he
say?
heard about him and he literally just took a minute out of the street to look at it. I found that hilarious.
What'd
bro.
you just say? You said 6th round.
I say he's no better than Tate Crowder.
Oh no. You gotta look at that. You gotta look back at that film, man. That's
What's
all
so
I'm gonna
great
say.
about him?
You spent like 5 minutes, Pat. Definitely take some
What?
time.
You gotta look at that tape again.
Do your
Take
homework.
Crowder.
Tell me
You
what's
might be
so
thinking
great
of Tate
about him.
Crawford.
His
Tate Crawford,
instincts
that
in
dude's a
coverage
beast,
for
but
one.
Tate Crowder,
Yeah.
Huh?
His instincts in coverage for one.
Are you serious?
Yo, why is everybody's
Yes.
camera going off? Yo.
I'm
a real
enjoying
one.
the club.
they're all watching film.
Anyway, who got the Bills right now?
I do.
It's Alex.
I'm gonna piss. Well, I mean, what was I gonna say? if we didn't get Rudolph, everyone was gonna have this fantasy. But I'll piss every fan of the Giants off and take Fryermuth.
Yeah, it is what it is. Then I got the Chiefs.
We need to make Kush the only one with
Are
his
people
camera
still
on
mad
this
at the
stream.
Freiermuth pick though? After we picked up Rudolph, are people still really going to be mad about
Well, I
that?
mean, everybody hates Evan Ingram, so.
Yeah.
But the coaching staff doesn't.
Nate, you got 32.
That makes too much sense.
Wait.
Max.
Oh, you just picked and didn't even say anything about it.
I didn't. I said I got Tevin Jenkins.
I didn't hear you. Yeah, you gotta speak. You gotta articulate, my dude.
I picked Tevin Jenkins out of Oklahoma State.
Oklahoma State.
Okay.
Oklahoma State.
Anyway, though, back at 32, where I always seem to find myself, and I never know quite what to do with this pick. So I'm gonna say the same thing I say every time, and say Joseph Osai can learn behind those dominant edges and develop into their next guy.
There you go. And we're into
people
round
in the
2.
chat people in the chat talking about Caleb Farley. The reason he's falling is because he just had his second back surgery.
Off my board. Off my board.
Also, I just realized
back surgery.
we went through the entire first round without doing a trade, by the way.
Big time off my board.
That's a shock.
Yeah, that's kind of bad if you got 2 back surgeries.
I
man.
mean, Farley's injury history goes beyond the back surgeries. He's got a whole lot of non-contact issues. I mean, Farley is just... The whole thing about him was that we were willing to look past the injury history for the sake of his ridiculous
And then he goes and has a
explosiveness.
back surgery. Yeah.
And then he goes and gets a discectomy. Like, dude, you can't be pulling up to the draft with old man back syndrome. Like, no. Off
Yeah,
my
that's pretty
board.
bad.
By the way, Pat, yeah, you're starting off the second round with the Jaguars.
And with her taking Alex Leatherwood.
That's solid.
Over Eichenberg, huh?
And Cosme as well.
Mhm.
Interesting.
The Jets, they're
I got this pick. Give me Melifonwu right here.
They need number 1. He was number 1.
He doesn't have to move that far.
So I got this one right. 35 Atlanta.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, you can give me Caleb Farley.
Wow.
Yeah, he's gonna go in the second round. He's
Yeah,
gonna go.
he
Yeah,
is
totally.
going
I'm just like, the timing of that was absolutely perfect.
Yeah. Right after we finished talking about
Yeah, right after we trashed on him.
Second time I picked for the Dolphins, and this one's kind of interesting. I already took offensive line with ABT.
Look at the chat. Spinal.
I
Spinal.
broke my back. My back is broken.
Spinal.
Yo, if you don't know what video that is, bro, you haven't been on the internet long enough, man.
And look what KB said.
Yeah, I know. Dissectomy.
That's a vasectomy.
Yeah, I just want to check. Everybody on the panel right now knows what this reference is to, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I bet,
Mike
bet.
Tyson.
I had to confirm.
Hey, you
the
gotta do your
greatest
due
ever.
diligence there, Kush.
What happened?
You gotta do your due diligence there, Kush.
Yeah. Wait, who has the Dolphins? It's Alex, right?
Let me see
wait,
team
okay.
needs real quick.
Edge could make sense here. Keep
Wide
Jalen
receiver.
Jalen Phillips in Miami.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
No. No.
Yeah, you good?
Test is anguished right now over that Jalen Phillips pick.
I
Right.
thought that was an owl.
Right. All I heard was new. New.
All right. So,
There's no one
Oh,
can.
I got the Eagles, bro.
yep.
Yo, who did they went J.C. Horn in the first, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Thanks to me.
I'm honestly considering going Cosme. What's their tackles looking like?
Old.
Oh,
Yeah,
their
I'll-
Their
I'll-
entire
linebackers
line
suck
is
too.
old and injured and bad.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
going
but the
Cosme.
linebackers.
Right, but what Mike is left on the board, Alex?
I mean, they need linebackers all around.
Sure,
Yeah, they need
fair.
all types of linebackers.
That's fair.
they really needed a whole new defense.
Joe Burrow needs weapons right here.
Show me the receivers.
They're all there. They're all there.
Oh, Tony.
Why is Elijah Moore that high? Come on now.
Because he's that
Over
good. Leave me
Rondale
alone.
Moore. Over Rondale
You
Moore.
know,
Yes.
are you low? Are you low
That's
on
ridiculous.
Tony?
I'm not
Oh,
low
me?
on Tony. I
Yeah,
No, I
Diggy,
like
are you
Tony.
low on Tony?
Tony to me is a first round pick.
wouldn't go that far.
No, I think he's a first round pick.
He's a first round pick.
I think he's a first round pick too. In fact, I think him to the
Darius
Bengals
Stoney
makes
is a
sense
first
there.
round pick for someone like the Chiefs, I believe. But if you're picking him to be your number one receiver, you're gonna be sadly mistaken.
No, he's not a number one, but he's a first round pick.
Yeah.
And
He's a
I'm
weapon.
looking at these receivers.
Yeah, T. Higgins,
And
Tyler Boyd.
my problem with this situation is that Tyler Boyd is playing the slot.
He's a slot receiver.
But should he be?
All
Should he be?
All the guys
Yes.
there are slots right there.
Right. Like the nearest non-slot is Amon-Ra St. Brown, and that
I mean,
is
but
No,
with
Diami
AJ,
Brown
but with
is better.
AJ Green gone, Boyd becomes the number one, which means he's probably playing outside this year in my
No,
guess.
Boyd is staying in the slot.
no.
Boyd is staying.
You think so?
He's a
Boyd's
monster.
staying in the
Boyd,
slot.
Boyd was the number one, in my opinion. Boyd was number one weapon because AJ Green could not stay on the field.
Yeah.
AJ Green is.
I think it was
because
because he couldn't catch last year.
The being the number
No,
one
leave
is,
AJ Green
is not
alone.
related to being the outside or being a slot, unless you're just talking about ones for actual field positioning. Like I mean, like if you're gonna say Tyler Boyd was the wide receiver one, that doesn't mean he's not the slot.
Oh no, main weapon.
Yeah,
Yeah, you can easily be a number one receiver in the slot.
a la
Yeah.
Adam Thielen
Chris
before
Godwin.
Stephon Diggs.
That's what Chris Godwin would be if he went somewhere else.
You really think Stephon Diggs is a number two, though?
So with that being said, I'm not gonna take a receiver here just because there's no outside receivers here. So we took Penei Sewell in the first.
I would go Wyatt Davis. If I
Yeah,
was-
same.
Yeah,
Oh, doubling up on that line. I like it. I like
Why,
it.
why not? You want to keep him alive, don't you?
I do want to keep him alive. Yeah, I'll try
like
and keep my job here, and I'll go Wyatt Davis. Thing is, I was tempted to
What a
replace
pony.
Carl Lawson there.
You could
Not
have.
with Greg Rousseau.
This is the perfect time to replace what's that bum's name that went to Washington?
Samuel.
Yeah, Curtis Samuel. To replace
Why you
Curtis
call him a
Samuel with the
bum, bro?
better version.
Why do I
of
feel
Curtis
like he
Samuel.
knew his name, but he just wanted to call him a bum?
Yo, Curtis Samuel ain't no bum.
He's a bum, man.
Now,
He
Actually,
plays in Washington.
That's the pride of Brooklyn right there.
actually, the Panthers here, they take Rondell Moore.
That's what I'm saying. Replace him with the better version of him.
We got the Moore brothers on the field now.
You're going
Are they
Rondell Moore then,
actually
Pat?
brothers?
Yeah.
Pat.
I did not.
Yeah,
know that.
Rondell Moore.
I did not know that.
No, I'm not.
oh
no,
yeah, you get the
we're not
Giants
brothers.
pick.
Oh, Diggy said yeah. I was like, what?
What?
You
they're
must have
not
been
brothers.
responding to something else though, because
It's
he
like-
said the Moore
you
brothers, and I
remember-
was like, are they really
well,
brothers?
y'all might
Oh
not
no,
be
no.
old.
I was responding to him asking if he was taking Rondell Moore.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
No, they're not brothers.
It'd
I
be
was
like
gonna
when
say,
the
what?
Vikings had Anthony Carter and Chris Carter on the field at the same time. Everybody thought they was brothers, but they weren't related.
I know people that
Yeah.
still think that both of the Smiths and Green Bay are brothers.
They're not.
Oh
That's
my
good.
god. That's
All
because
right.
their nickname is the Smith brothers. But where'd the where'd the Broncos go first round? Trey
Quarterback.
Lance.
Trey Lance.
Quarterback.
Give me Zayvon Collins right here.
Yeah.
Great
like
pick.
Controversial, but we've made it this far without picking him. So go ahead and give me Greg Rousseau to the Lions at 41.
Who better than Greg Rousseau to go to is the Lions and have his career ended immediately?
No, this guarantees that he's going to be
Who
a good
better
player.
than
He's going to
Greg
retire.
Rousseau?
Oh,
the
nah, you know
freaking
what?
Lions.
You know what I find even funnier, Pat? Who better to coach this man than Dan Campbell, bro?
Right.
Yeah. Listen, that's all he needs. He needs to learn how to bite off kneecaps,
He
and then
needs to
Greg
learn-
Rousseau's gonna be a deal.
He needs to learn from
If
the
he bites
crackhead
off
that is
Rousseau's
Dan
kneecaps,
Campbell.
Rousseau would be like 6'4", and he'd probably be better. And
Now,
with no
you
knees, he'd
know,
probably be able to
if
bend a little
Greg
bit better.
Rousseau goes to the Lions. I don't think he lasts as one season.
Damn.
That's a hot take.
That is a very hot take.
You have to give their coaching staff a chance. I mean,
All right, Alex.
What up, Faruqi and Faruqi? And yeah, rest in peace, DMX.
Dang, he said
Is that the real Faruqi and Faruqi? Or is
I have
that
no
is that
idea.
a fake
It's a burner
account?
account.
It has to be. They would never say something like that, bro.
It's a burner
Yeah.
account. I promise.
I was
So
about to
here-
give these guys a shout out for getting us that Eli signed helmet in the next giveaway for Tana.
All right.
so
Alex.
next I'm gonna go somebody who has a similar kind of a connection. He's from Alabama. he took a picture with Eli during training camp or at the stadium. I'm taking Landon Dickerson and moving him to guard.
And
You
by the way,
you can draft an offensive lineman in the second round?
and by the
That's
way,
the guy
that's a
doing the
really
cartwheels,
good pick.
right?
But
That's the guy
I'd
that's
just
doing
like
the
to take a
cartwheels.
moment to say that in real life, according to all the rumors, the Giants would be all over Jason Oweh there because the rumors are they love Oweh.
I hate
So
it.
let me ask this: where do you put Dickerson
He said he's
if
moving
we
him to
draft
guard.
him?
Guard.
You're moving him to
center.
guard.
I'm
And
playing
so
him
who are
at
your
center.
starting guards come week 1?
Hernandez and
Let
It's
Hernandez
Hernandez
and
and
Lemieux
Dickerson?
battle it. For
But
left guard
Dickerson
and
is starting for
yeah.
sure.
right guard, in my opinion. Yeah.
I think what ends
I
up
mean,
happening
Dickerson
there
is better than both of our guards currently.
I think what ends up happening there is that you kind of have what played out last season all in training camp, and they kind of just shuffle it around, see who does best where. I
Okay.
wouldn't feel comfortable setting it in stone.
Actually,
anymore.
Nate, now you bring that up, I think that just happens in general, no matter what kind of offensive lineman we take.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Like, even with Slater, I feel like they're going to put him in camp, and they're going to be like, yo, whichever position
Right,
you
yeah.
play with,
We
with
talked about this
whichever
on stream
lineup,
before.
with whichever lineup lasts better, that's what's
Right.
going to be the lineup come week 1.
I can see that happening.
Okay.
So I got the Niners, and they took Justin Fields first overall, right?
They did.
Who do I normally mock them a corner. Who are the available corners here? I'm going to go Eric Stokes.
Eric Stokes.
How about them cowgirls?
So you know that stings.
Let's see here. Who'd they go in the first? I went Patrick Surtain.
they gotta go O-line here.
Yeah, it's gotta be. But who? Show me. Oh, dare I say it? Show me the guards. This is gonna be disgusting. Ew. Ew.
Ben Cleveland.
Trey Smith isn't bad.
At 44.
Who's
And
there at
Cleveland,
tackle?
no,
though?
he's third round.
Who's there at tackle?
Oh, Liam Eichenberg
Eichenberg
all
is
day
there.
long, off the board.
Yeah.
Easy money.
Yeah, because their tackles get hurt immediately.
That pains me
Smith.
as a Fighting Irish fan.
Tyron Smith is immediately injured walking to the podium for his first press conference. Just done.
How did he tear his ACL in interviews?
Listen, it's that explosiveness that he brings to the interview that just got too much for the ligament to handle. That's just what it is.
Who was it? There was somebody that tore I think that was Orlando Scandrick. He tore
Yeah.
his ACL like walking to the kitchen or something.
You gotta be lying
That's
to
why
me.
he was started working
Yo,
for ESPN
can
right
you
after.
imagine that? You're just walking, just straight up having a leisurely
this
stroll
man
through your
not
house.
stretch or
All of a
something?
sudden, your ACL explodes. Just come on.
All right,
That's
with
gotta
the
be
Jaguars, they take a athletic person like they always do. They're gonna take Jason Oweh here.
Solid pick.
Shout out to Zion Zenith for the $2 super chat. Thank you, my man. He says, "What's good, boys? I got to catch a replay. I'm late. Thank you for tuning in, man."
By the way, at 10, I think I'm gonna head out.
I bet we got 8 minutes. You got the no? Who got the Pats actually?
I got the Pats. They went linebacker. They went Parsons first round.
Yeah.
So let's see. They took like 20 tight ends and 20 receivers in free agency.
But none of them were wide receiver ones. They could still use a receiver here.
Yeah, let's see
another
what's
running
here. Yeah,
Tony.
I'm looking at Javonte Williams too.
Tony is
No, I don't want Tony on the Patriots.
okay. So let me ask a question: do we want to be realistic to real life or PFN's board here?
Real life.
We've been
Both.
doing pretty
Then
real
I'm gonna
life.
say Tamori and Terry is very much on the board.
Wow.
I don't know. I think Nelson Aguilar is their deep threat. I don't think Bill
I
Belichick
believe
I
they
likes-
would
said
be
at
very
receiver.
comfortable putting Tamori and Terry on the other side of him.
What
I
about Nico
believe they
Collins?
said at receiver. They have Edelman, they have Kendrick Bourne, they have Nelson.
Yeah, they have a
Aguilar.
good-
I don't think Kendrick Bourne's enough.
Kendrick Bourne is really
You
good.
do know that their offense runs through the tight ends.
Oh,
It doesn't
I
run
see
through
this in the
receiver.
chat.
You do know that, right?
That's true.
Yeah.
They're not taking another tight end though. They're
Wide
not
receivers
taking
are
Jordan
placeholders for the Patriots.
Exactly.
True.
Bourne. Don't they
Eric
need some line
Seidel-
help?
Eric-
Don't they need to
Eric
replace that
Seidel said, I
guard?
bet you won't.
Yep.
Yeah.
What?
Don't they need to replace that guard? Let me see what's there at center. No.
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 Oh, I see what Max is talking about. I don't know
We'll go.
what
Let's.
that was about.
What's here at corner though?
Interesting.
Because they're gonna have to get rid of one of those dudes, right?
They're not taking Asante Samuel Jr. That will piss off Asante Samuel so bad.
Eric, in the chat, if you're talking about Tamori and
I wanna
Terry
do
here,
it,
I
man.
will fight you on this, Eric.
Wait, why
wanna
would
do it.
why would it piss off Asante Samuel?
You know what the Patriots tried to do to him?
I do not actually.
Man, they try to stop that man from getting his money.
They try to
Okay.
stop a lot of people from
I
getting
mean,
their
yeah,
money
they stopped a
back.
lot of people from getting
Right.
money.
But
That's
it was
Bill
personal
Belichick's
between
signature
him
move, the
and the
account
Patriots,
freeze.
though.
Eric,
You know what I'm
Seigel?
gonna
Got
do?
it.
Give me a Lean McNeil right here, actually.
Not bad.
He's still on the board?
Yeah.
That's one of Diggy's favorite players in the whole class. Maximilian.
Who did they go first round? Was it Christian Darrisaw?
Yes,
Yep.
sir.
Let me see their needs real quick.
Corner, guard, end, tight end, and wide receiver.
Let's go
Sounds
ahead
like
and see what
somebody's watching
receivers
some
are on the
good
board
football.
here.
You said wide receiver, Max?
Yeah, let's see what receivers are on the board.
Why is
Oh,
Tony?
this would be perfect. This would be perfect, man. I would love to see this.
Go ahead and give me Kadarius Toney. Why not?
You got your tackle and you got a slot
Gator.
receiver to go with the guy. Keenan Allen, Kadarius Toney, and Mike Williams.
Nasty.
That's something.
All right. Let's see. The Corey Littleton and Nick Kwiatkowski signings didn't necessarily work out, but nonetheless, let's take a look at offensive tackle.
And everybody wanted to kill the Giants for not getting that guy.
Let me see offensive guard because I think I'm going to make a Raiders pick. Let me take Trey Smith.
That's cool.
That's a Raiders pick.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that is a Raiders pick.
I got the Cardinals now. Who did I give them earlier? Because I think I picked for them last time. No, I did
picked
not.
for them, I
You
think.
picked for them
Yeah, I
with
picked for the
Najee.
Cardinals.
Najee.
So they still need a corner then, right?
Yeah, give them. Yeah, they need a corner.
Who's here?
They have Byron Murphy and then they signed Malcolm Butler.
They could have signed Richard
Jaden in
Sherman,
chat
but
is saying
no.
Ben Cleveland slept on. I don't know if you mean like he should be taken here, but if you do,
He's a third rounder.
no.
He's a third.
Is
rounder.
Richard Sherman still worth signing?
Yeah,
They should have
He's
signed
worth signing,
him
but-
instead of
he's not what he was.
they should have signed him instead of Butler. Then he could betray another NFC West team.
Right.
Now I'm gonna go with
For the whole
Asante
NFC
Samuel
West.
Jr. here.
So we went. Click on Dolphins for me, real quick. Jamar Chase, Fred Tucker, Jalen. Wow, that's a good draft for them.
That's one hell of a
That's
draft.
a really, really good draft.
What a hell of a draft.
That was me.
So,
I
man, at
Yeah,
this point,
Alex
I'm-
picked for the Dolphins both the times, all three times I think actually.
think. Yeah.
Oh, they
I'm
got
gonna give
Jamar
him Javonte Williams here.
Oh
Yeah, I
my
would, too.
god, man! You give Jamar Chase a running back of that caliber, man.
Biggie, careful, man. You look like you might do something to yourself over there. Next up, we'll watch.
Eric,
You got so down.
Eric
you,
is just
you
trying
got
to piss
that
me
point.
off right now.
What Eric's saying.
Eric's saying Najee Harris equals Trent Richardson.
That's fine.
Eric's
he
just,
wrong?
Eric's just
I
trying
can
to
see
piss
that.
me off.
I can see that.
Yo. I
Is
don't
he
see-
wrong?
Do you know what Trent Richardson was?
No, what he was, he's trying to like.
No, I'm just saying what he was in the league. He was absolutely terrible in the league.
No, I know he's trying to make me. He's obviously joking, and he's trying to piss me off right now, and it's kind of working. I can't
I can
lie.
see that. Yeah, I can see that.
It's kind of working.
Trent Richardson had wide open holes and just stopped and looked. It's like, run, please.
Wait, who has Washington, by the way?
I'm not gonna take this bait.
I think it's
That's
Pat maybe. Wait,
Yeah.
who's
Yeah,
No.
Big Pat.
no? Wait,
oh,
who
so it's
just
my
picked
pick.
for the
I'm
Dolphins?
picking for Washington there.
Nate
picked
just
for the-
picked for the Dolphins.
Who?
Okay.
Oh, it is on me for the football team. Okay, cool. Let's go. We're going Chaz Surratt here.
Oh boy, I hate to see that.
He
Bears.
He would actually be perfect with the Washington football team.
Who are the Bears linebackers?
Roquan
good
and
question.
Danny Trevathan.
Danny Trevathan.
Oh,
yeah.
so they don't need Roquan
I mean,
Smith
in
is
a
kinda
couple of
already-
years, they're gonna need a Trevathan replacement.
I think they need a
but
Trevathan replacement now.
they need one now. Yeah.
I'm being a little too nice with that, but yeah.
So they got that superstar safety already.
What?
What? Are you watching
That's
the
a
game
little
right now?
strange.
Yeah, the Knicks just tied the game.
Nice.
Fuck is playing
The
with the TV?
The Knicks.
Eric, have a good night, my guy.
Did they go? I don't think he's serious. I think he's trolling.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
where did the Bears go first round? But you click on their name. Oh, they went receiver. Okay.
Great pick, by the
so
way.
what's there on the offensive line right now?
You're really
got
going
more
offensive line when you got Kellen
Andy
Mond.
Dalton is their guy. Andy Dalton's the guy.
Kellen Mond.
The Red Rifle himself.
Yo, Jalen Mayfield there.
Yeah, I was
Go
going to
get
say, give me
killed.
Jalen Mayfield.
With that being said, last pick for me to be here for. It is 10 o'clock. I'm going to head out. I am dead tired. I'm going to get ready and go to bed like way early tonight. So I'm going to
Yo, have a good one, Nate. Thank you for coming in, man.
Look,
Thanks,
look,
Alright,
Nate,
Nate.
it's been fun. I think this is our first time on stream together. You have a good
No,
night,
we've been on
man,
stream
and-
before together, I think.
Have we?
Definitely.
I don't
You
think
on
we
my
were-
stream? You on my
Oh, were we?
stream together one time?
I don't think
Yeah.
Nate was there. Was
And
he?
weren't you on one of my streams earlier this week, Max?
I was probably not. I was on last Thursday with Diggy when we were talking WWE.
last Thursday.
I know we've been on a
Yeah,
stream
yeah.
together at some point, though.
Yeah,
I think you
we'll
guys
keep
been
in
on my
contact.
channel together.
You guys was
We'll
together
keep
on
in
my
contact,
stream.
Nate.
Yeah. All right. Adios, y'all. Thanks.
Have a good night, man. All right, so what I got at the Titans, they
Yep.
went. I had them going corner first round probably. Yeah, Greg Newsome. Go ahead and let's see what there is at edge right now. You think this is a bit too early for Joe Tryon?
I believe it's a bit too late.
Pat.
Let's
Just
get some
saying,
Joe
man.
Tryon to the Titans here right now. Why not?
Great pick, man.
He's better than what's the name? Clowney. That dude's a
Right.
Seigel, Eric Seigel.
Overtime. Update before I make my pick. The Knicks are going to overtime.
Bet. Can they finally win
The
one?
Knicks.
Yo,
Heard that,
Diggy,
didn't ya?
stop it, bro. We
Oh,
all Knicks
man.
fan in here.
You guys are so excited. I
All
hope
of
you
us.
become a good team.
Well, Max, if you're not a Knicks fan, you can
Yeah, I'm not. a Knicks
I'm just
fan
not.
by
A,
long
I'm just not a
shot.
huge basketball TV person. I'll
Well,
go
then
to a
by
basketball
default,
game
you're a
all
Knicks
day
fan,
long.
bro. By
Okay,
default.
all right.
I'm a Mavericks fan of the Bulls.
You should just become a Nets fan, man. It's a lot.
Brooklyn
lot
Nets
less
all the
stress.
way. Brooklyn Nets and
buying
Lakers.
yeah, good. Buy your team. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
how they do it these days. That's the right
Yep.
way to buy your team.
If they don't win
right
the
way to do it
championship
these
this
days,
year,
right?
they need to shoot themselves. They literally got the whole league.
Yes, Marjorie. Thank you. We love the Knicks in here.
Yes. Who'd they go in the first round?
Who?
The Colts.
You was gonna say the Knicks?
I was gonna say. With this pick, they don't need linebackers. They run a.
They need
4-3.
offensive line help, right?
True. So I could take Radins here, but don't think Basham's a 4-3 defensive end, correct?
Yeah, he
Let me
is
take
all the
Carlos
way.
Basham.
Yeah, do they have their reports up, by the way? Or they finally have it
Finally.
up, bro? Jesus, took them so long. You said Basham,
Don't
by
hate
the way?
on it, Jaden.
Basham.
Boogie Basham.
So I got the Steelers. Steelers went Humphrey. I might go offensive line again, but do I want to take Dylan at this point?
You got to take somebody. They need some help somewhere.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Dylan. They just need all types of offensive line help, in my opinion.
I mean, you're gonna have to give Big Ben like 20 seconds because that dude is cooked.
He's been gone since 2 years ago, bro. In my opinion. But
All
Seattle
his
was-
energy left when he threw the ball and he tore his elbow up
Yeah, that was weird.
because he had no business out there.
I think I'm gonna go with Ben Cleveland here with the Seahawks. Is he still available?
Oh, I'd
Yes,
be
he is.
pissed. I'd be pissed.
Why are you?
I want him in the
Why would
third
you be
round.
pissed?
Yeah, because I want him for the Giants too.
I just
Yeah, but I got
this
Dickerson.
dude. I've been watching his tape. This dude is the most. Tevin Jenkins is up there, but I think Brett Coleman was wrong. Ben Cleveland is the most violent man in football, in college football. That dude is disrespectful.
Yo,
He's
yo,
also
big
Him
built
and
like a
Landon
mountain,
Dickerson.
bro.
Him and Landon
Eric be
Dickerson are
tripping,
just
man.
not nice. They're not nice people.
Pat, we got some chat controversy going on right now. Eric wants you help me to pronounce his last name. Let's hear it.
Siju?
Sequel?
Is it Sigil?
I thought it was
Sigil?
Sigil.
I've been saying Seigel all night, and
thought it
apparently
was
that's
Siegel.
not it.
Shout out to Dylan Peterson
Like
for
the
$2
bird?
super chat. Thank you so much. He got a question for us. He says, "What's your thoughts on the Cardinals and Kyler?" We'll just go right down. Pat,
Overrated.
Diggy.
This is
Then,
a Cardinals fan, right?
Yeah, I'm guessing so.
Cardinals, I say you guys are on the right track, but unfortunately, you got to play the Rams twice, the Seahawks twice, and the 49ers twice. So, unfortunately, I have you guys third in the NFC West, and it could very well go to be fourth if the 49ers play up to their potential. But you have a good team. You got the best receiver in the league, basically, in Hopkins.
Jamar Chase is about to be in the league, my friend. I mean,
But you got a corpse on the other side. I would have rather kept Fitzgerald than bring in AJ Green. I don't know why.
I mean, is
would
Fitzgerald
rather
officially retired yet?
Yeah.
Where's Ruben Randall? If you get him, he'd be better than what you got over there with AJ Green.
So I don't think AJ Green fits you guys' offense. I don't know what that move was about. You could have kept Keyshawn Johnson over there for that.
Oh yeah.
And with Christian Kirk, he's not living up to the potential that you guys want him to have, but I believe he could be a great slot with you guys. The offense is pretty much straight. It's the defense that I'm worried about over there with y'all. That's what I'm worried about. And y'all gotta figure out how to use Simmons.
And then Diggy.
Yeah. I mean, the Cardinals they look
And
good.
he
I
said
spent a lot
Kyler
of time
too as well.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I spent a lot of time
Kyler's
trolling.
good. I like Kyler Murray. He's a good quarterback. He's just short as hell, but he's a good quarterback. I believe he could be a Pro Bowler.
That's disrespectful.
I mean,
that's like kind of disrespectful for a quarterback. You're like, he could be a Pro Bowler one day. He wants you to say like, that dude could win championships one day.
only way I see them win the championship is if their defense comes in very strong. I don't think Kyler Murray can lead you to the championship. I just don't.
I disagree. I've got Cardinals fans. I don't know. I think like Cardinals fans have taken on the persona of Kyler Murray, and they have a short person's complex because I made a video saying that I thought that Kyler Murray was being overrated because people were saying that the Cardinals were like super contenders last year because they got DeAndre Hopkins.
Yo, I made a video like that last year too, where I was like, chill on the Kyler Murray thing, because going into the year, everybody was saying MVP. Can you imagine the amount of hate I got on that video from Cardinals fans?
And Cardinals fans blitzed me all year long after every game, and then when they would lose, they would disappear. So I don't know if Dylan was one of those dudes. Dylan seems like a good dude, so he's probably over 5.
Nah, they came right back at me once we played them and we lost.
They disappeared until we lost in them. But long story short, people were saying that I was some Kyler Murray hater. I think that Kyler Murray is really good, and I think that he could be the type of quarterback that leads you to a championship. Because I saw some games where it was literally Kyler Murray put the team on his back. I really saw that some games. And the same thing about the defense. I think they need another receiver because I think putting AJ Green out there is going to kill their offense, especially like their offense is fast.
Right.
And AJ Green is out there, and the dude, if you give up on Joe Burrow, I can't forgive you. So AJ Green was going out dropping passes, not getting open. They got to figure out some way to get AJ Green out of the starting lineup.
Shout out to Zion for a $2 super chat. He says, speak the knowledge, Pat, and shout out to him again for his next $2 super chat. He says, Kyler can do it if he gets the defense.
Exactly what I just said.
Let me hear your thoughts on it, Max.
Yeah, I mean, the Cardinals are a good team. Like Big Pat said, unfortunately, they play in a very tough division right now. But I also think Kyler is a good quarterback. However, somehow without any proof, like this man just kind of got crowned to being a top, 8 quarterback.
Right.
He hasn't really proved anything to me.
Did you see him play last year?
Other than he's good and serviceable. Yeah, I saw him play.
Yeah, I
he
saw him
had that
play.
shoulder injury that hindered him for the second half of the year. And where has he gone? He hasn't made the playoffs. Why is he a top 8 quarterback right now?
Yeah, he kind of
That's
choked
my
at the end of
question.
the season.
Yeah, no, I
Right.
agree with
But
you, man. Once again, bro, anytime you say that, though, the Cardinals fans will come at you. Well, not
That's
all
what
of
I
them.
thing is-
say.
Shout out to
That's
And
Calvin.
he's
Calvin's
I
a
still
great
think he's
Cardinals
the
fan.
best quarterback out of that year's draft class, but I still don't put him top 8. Like he's proven nothing to me.
I want you all to see his stats last year, because I made a bet with a friend who was a super Tom Brady fan, and I just did it to troll him because like it's like these people worship Tom Brady like he's God. So I did it to troll him. I said Kyler Murray is going to have more total touchdowns than Tom Brady. I ended up losing because Kyler stopped wanting to run like a scared kid when he messed up his shoulder. But Kyler, before he messed up his shoulder, was going to have like 45 total touchdowns. Like him, the pace that he was at as far as rushing touchdowns was going to be historical. Like he was really making it happen by himself a lot of times. So
Shout
I
out to
think y'all are
Dylan
underrating Kyler.
once again for the $5 super chat. He says, "I don't think we're Super Bowl contenders yet. I think we win 9 to 11 games and make the playoffs. Kyler needs to develop his pass game. My question is Cliff Kingsbury."
That's fair. That's fair.
My
I
question
think
is
they're
with
winning
Kyler
more than
Murray-
that.
My question is with Kyler Murray, if Cliff Kingsbury does get fired, is he the type of quarterback you can run a traditional offense with?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you can. I think you can. He has a better arm than I think people give him credit for. He's really accurate with the ball.
Kyler Murray is deadly accurate, man. The only problem with Kyler Murray is that sometimes he really legit, not joking, can't see over the line.
Because
That's
Yeah,
literally his issue.
I mean, even that Bills game though, like that overtime throw to DeAndre Hopkins, like DeAndre Hopkins saved him. That was an accurate pass, yes, but there was 3 defenders around DeAndre there. You can't really put that win on Kyler.
I agree with you, but that's one game.
Yeah, that's one game. And there were some
Right,
games,
and
like I said,
But that's
Kyler
my point.
Murray
Like,
had games
Kyler
like-
hasn't proven anything, in my
he
opinion.
has proven. There were games where he had like 2 touch. There were games. I mean, it's the Knicks. I can't. Anyway, there were games where Kyler had like 2 rushing touchdowns, 2 passing touchdowns, 1 rushing touchdown, 3 passing touchdowns. Like, dude was like really putting the team on his back. I think that's really like a step above like serviceable. I really think it is.
Look, man, that guy's a quarterback that if you put a great defense around him, he can take you a long way. But if he's the focal point, playoffs maybe.
That's my point, though, Diggy. I don't think Kyler is a bad quarterback, but he hasn't proven enough to be a top 8, in my opinion, and that's where people tend to put him.
That's fair. Not top 8.
Yeah, I mean, that's where people tend to put him. He's coming in.
Like he was
But
just
one thing I will
Right.
say is
Killer.
that if you go just off of
Peace
what
out, Eric.
happened the first half, okay, yeah, peace out, man. But if you go with what just happened the first half of last season, and you just look at that and compare it to every other quarterback in that league, I would not take 8 quarterbacks over Kyler Murray in that first half. If he played his entire season like that and didn't get hurt, he will be okay. Just looking at his stats after the tail off, I mean, the dude would have had, like I said, like 45 touchdowns, and that's a lot better. That's showing something. If Daniel Jones had 45 total touchdowns last year, Giants fans will be saying he was top 5.
just
I just
depends
wanna-
on how he did it.
I want to get back to the draft, though. We got LA up next. I think Diggy was the last person to pick
Yeah, I
for
think-
Seattle.
Yeah.
So
No, this is my
No,
pick
no,
right
no.
here.
Pat was. This is
Okay.
Diggy's pick.
Yeah.
this is Diggy's pick. All right.
Can you click on the LA to show me who they picked?
Did they have a first rounder? No, they didn't.
No, they didn't have one. That's what I was thinking. Okay. Their secondary is stacked. Their defensive line, didn't they lose Floyd?
No, they resigned.
No, they kept
They
Floyd.
brought him back. Okay. So I'm not going to touch. What do they have at linebacker? No, I'm saying, what do the Rams have at linebacker right now?
I'm drawing a blank, to be honest.
I don't know.
The last guy I can
Kenny
remember is
Young
Little.
is one of them.
Yeah, that
And he
dude-
went to the Raiders last offseason, so.
Okay, so I know they had Littleton and he was really good, but he ended up leaving and regressing. So I want Jabril Cox right here.
Shout out to Calvin for the $25 super chat. Thank you so much, man. He's a member. Like I said, really great Cardinals fan. He said starters following this channel because DJ and Colin Murray were similar but different. Thinking the third year will be decisive for both. I agree. I'm not sure if you were here
Hopefully.
just now when
Why
we were
did you get
talking
all of
Colin
the
Murray.
good Cardinals fans? All I have is trolls. All I have is trolls.
I love my
Like these
Cardinals
people are
fans.
actually bringing up football points.
I love it. You know what? I got to ask Calvin, did you come around after my Kyler Murray video last year? Or I want to say maybe around that time. I did a Kyler Murray and Drew Lock video or like right before the season began. But no, DJ and Kyler Murray, he's exactly what he says, similar yet different. And I really got nothing to add to what you guys were saying about Kyler about, if the team succeeds, they do need to improve their defense a little bit more. And Diggy brought up a great point about his injury and the trajectory he was going with before the injury. He has the room to improve, but yeah, I don't think he's a top 10 QB yet, but I think he's currently top 15 QB.
You say you think he's a top 10 QB?
I said I don't think he's a top 10 QB yet.
Oh.
I do think he's a top 15, the top half though.
Man, I'm taking Joe Burrow. I'm taking
Joe Burrow over Kyler already?
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
I'm
Yes,
taking
sir.
I don't know about that.
boy from San Diego, Herbert.
So you
taking
taking
him.
two rookies over Kyler?
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm
That's
taking
I'm taking
Herbert
Burrow
him.
over him. I don't know about Herbert though.
Would you take DJ over Kyler?
Yes.
No. Me, not yet. No.
Reason why I think DJ has a higher ceiling than Kyler Murray.
I think that's disrespectful.
I think
Wow.
Kyler definitely has the higher.
Kyler has one of the highest ceilings in the league, man.
No, he
Kyler
doesn't.
has a rocket arm and serious
And not
mobility
just
in the open
rocket. The
field.
dude's accuracy is probably one of the best in the league.
That's what I'm saying. Like he has a rocket arm, and he's in the open field. He's like Lamar Jackson and Saquon in the open field.
But is he
Like-
over 5 feet?
Yeah, he's over 5 feet.
Nah, yeah, I would. Yeah, I don't know about that, Pat. I would not put DJ over Kyler yet. I don't even know if I could ever put DJ over Kyler, to be honest. If
I
Kyler
can put him over
Really?
Kyler after DJ proves himself next year.
Ever? That's a pretty large
Like-
statement for a Giants
Well,
fan.
Man,
that's
y'all-
why
y'all-
I had
y'all
the
love
second
this
half of the
little guy,
statement that
man.
all y'all just ignored.
Y'all really love this little guy, man. Do you know?
I
that
said if he continues to
played
develop
with
as he
way
is right
more than
now,
DJ
I don't
has
see.
ever had, right?
I don't see DJ being better than Kyler if Kyler continues to develop and hits his potential, because he has a higher potential than DJ.
Kyler Murray has had way more weapons around him than DJ has had
I agree.
his whole career. He's
I
playing
agree.
with the number one receiver in the league.
Arguably,
Number one. Who's better than D Hop right now?
that dude in Green Bay.
Yeah, I would say so.
Adams. Could
Adams
be
and
Michael
D Hop.
Thomas.
I mean, either way, Pat's argument is still the same.
Yeah,
even
like
if
I
he's
said, I
top
agree
three or
with what
four,
Pat is saying. I'm all I'm saying is if Kyler actually fulfills his potential, then no, DJ is not going to be better than him.
What is Kyler Murray's potential?
I think Kyler Murray has the potential to be one of the best quarterbacks in this entire league.
Why?
For the reasons we already discussed. His
Exactly.
talent is there. He has more than a football IQ. His arm is incredible, but he also has
Do
the
you
accuracy.
think Kyler has a better
He
arm
has-
and he runs a 4.2.
than DJ?
Him in the
Don't
open
run no
space
4.2.
as a QB, scrambling QB, and a running QB, it can be the best in the league if it develops right now. It can be
Well,
better
let
than
me
what you
ask you
see from
this,
Russell Wilson and all that.
I think Kyler is clearly more mobile than DJ's ceiling, but do you think Kyler has the better arm than DJ?
Well, define what you mean. You talking arm strength or what?
I mean, as far as deep ball accuracy.
Yes, he does.
Right now.
That hurts to say he does.
Right
No,
now
he
he does. That could change.
No, he doesn't.
Right now he does, bro.
I watched
Hey,
the little
but-
guy. The little guy is good, but I promise you,
I'm not listen, right
His
now he
ceiling is
does.
not higher
DJ
than
can develop past him.
But yeah, my pick was Jabril Cox, but I'm gonna have to jump off right here.
I
yeah,
think
I gotta
Hey,
jump
Jake, you
off
have a
too.
good night, my guy.
All right.
Oh, snap. We're
That's-
falling apart
that's
before the end of the
yeah,
second
falling
round.
apart. We only got a couple more picks in the second round.
Yeah, I actually have to go, unfortunately.
No problem. Have a good one, Pat. Thank you.
All right, next time.
That being said, let's just run through the rest of the second
Yeah,
round
yeah.
right here.
All right, Ravens, who they get in the first round? I don't remember.
Cherish.
Harris Marshall. What's their needs?
For the Ravens, where are they? Edge, wide receiver, tackle, safety.
Who's left for edge?
Defense,
They were
edge.
3-4, so Ronnie Perkins.
Go ahead and give me Ronnie Perkins. Why not?
There you go. Shout out to Dylan Peterson for $5 super chat. He had said Kyler had 37 touchdowns and 4.8 thousand total yards. The third youngest QB in the league. He has a lot of growing room left. I agree. He does.
Fair.
And
Go
let me
ahead there,
take
Alex.
Levi
Jaden, because
Owusu-Koramoah.
we're about to run through the rest of the second round and then end it, bruh. Unfortunately not. Go ahead there, Alex.
Let me take Levi Owusu-Koramoah with the Browns pick.
I think they went defensive line both times. Technically, yeah. So they're really building up that defense there. I got the Saints at 60. The Saints got Jameer Davis. I forgot that
That's
they did
painful.
that. Oh man.
You take Kyle Trask.
Who do I go for the Saints, bro?
Go for
Didn't their corner or safety or something get in trouble?
Marcus
I mean,
Marshawn Lattimore.
Marshawn Lattimore has got some legal stuff going on. Yeah,
They also
He's the
got
corner or the
Jabari
safety?
Smith.
Which one? He's the
He's a
corner, right?
the corner.
Number one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go Kelvin Joseph then. Just in case.
Bills.
Bills went Fryermuth.
Thank you, me.
Michael B. I had so much faith in DJ last year that people call me a Daniel Jones stan, bro. You talking to the wrong one. I was me and KB
Yeah.
especially. People call us Daniel Jones stans.
Yeah, this is the Daniel Jones stand.
It's just like I was just saying, like if Kyler hits his potential, and I do think his potential is higher than DJ, then there's no catching up.
What about Elijah Moore? You think he's out of the realm of possibility here for Buffalo? I mean, Cole Beasley's getting kind of old.
Beasley.
I would
Diggs,
take-
Emmanuel
Rondo
Sanders,
isn't there anymore? Okay, yeah. Then Elijah Moore. I'm on Raw. It's really good
four
too.
good receivers.
We'll take.
What about
Elijah
Eli,
here.
Michael
Leave
B?
Amon Ra. Yeah, leave Amon Ra. We'll take Elijah Moore.
Elijah Moore, but
All right, so Green Bay, they took a linebacker, it was, I think, right? In the first round. So,
yeah.
Okay, so let's see what we have at offensive guard, then switch to offensive center. No, absolutely not.
It still might be a
Oh,
bit early for these centers.
that sucks. Let me see what the team needs. I'm not
Team
giving him
needs-
another receiver. That's unacceptable.
Michael B, I know you're not talking to me, bro. I had patience with Eli. Are you accusing me of not having patience with Daniel Jones? Have you been on this channel before? Max, do I have patience with Daniel Jones?
It seems most Giants content creators are making this year the make or break on their opinions of the quarterback in New York, which is
I'm
fair.
talking historically on my channel. Have I had
Yeah, I
patience
don't-
with Daniel Jones?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think many New York Giants content creators have given up on him yet. If any, maybe Bad Dog. But yeah, I don't think anybody has unfairly judged Daniel so far yet, and that includes you,
I can't
Hub.
say.
Yeah, once again, Michael, if people were accusing me of being a stan, I've had more than just patience with DJ, bro. Go ahead there with your pick, Alex.
All right, Green Bay. Let me see the team needs real quick for Green Bay again.
Corner, tackle, receiver,
Oh,
linebacker.
yeah, Kevin King
tackle.
exists.
Who?
Kevin King exists. He re-signed with them on a 1 year.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not trusting that, and with that, I will take Aaron Robertson out of University of Central Florida.
But I got the Chiefs again. Wow. And I took Tevin Jenkins last time. They were looking for a receiver, so I'm going to go with Amon-Ra.
Go ahead and go to the offensive guard for Tampa Bay here. Meet Deontay
Damn.
Brown.
You might want to wait until the third, even though we're not going to do it, but yeah. Let's get it, Marjorie. Thank you. Knicks win. That's what we talking about. And thank you for tuning in, David. Yeah, we're going to end it right after this pick is made, man.
Yeah, just go ahead and give me Deontay Brown to wrap it up here for Tampa Bay. They brought everybody back. They're confident going into next year, but offensive line could have performed above average this year with Tom Brady at quarterback. I mean, a lot of people want to say that Eli had a lot to do with the performance of the offensive line compared to this last year with Daniel Jones and certain players performing above what they normally would have. So let's go ahead and bring him in as a young player who can have some ceiling moving forward when Tom Brady does decide to move on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. Thank you all for tuning in, man. Shout out to the chat. You guys were amazing. Yo, shout out to Max
Absolutely.
and Alex for coming on. Thank you guys so much. We are
Appreciate
all
having me.
DJ supporters. Just because I say a quarterback can be better than him doesn't mean I'm not a DJ supporter. I mean, the dude's in every single one of my videos, if you think about it. I have him popping up
Daniel
all the
Jones.
time with the comment at the end of my videos.
And Daniel Jones doesn't need to be the best quarterback in the NFL for this team to be successful.
Yeah.
Like
exactly.
Kyler can be better than him, and
DJ
Giants
could
can
still
be
get a
great
Super
team.
Bowl before
Yeah.
Kyler gets a Super Bowl, man.
Right.
Like,
Right.
that can happen. We've seen it happen
Facts.
with Eli. Like, come on now. But yeah, shout out to everybody for tuning in. You guys were amazing. That's it for now, and we are out.
Have a good night.